And traffic at the Beckton roundabout with a crash, and it's slow heading northbound into the Blackwall Tunnel after there was a breakdown there earlier. Also busy around Kingston as Wheatfield Way is partly blocked off both ways at Brook Street with an accident. It's slow around Hammersmith too with a broken down bus on the flyover, and in Hounslow the A4 only has one lane open heading into town at the junction with Sutton Lane because of a crash. And on the M25 going clockwise, it's still busy through junction 13 at Staines with an accident on the hard shoulder. On the tubes, delays on the Circle and Victoria lines, severe delays on the Piccadilly line, and Russell Square station is shut with an incident. Your next update is in 15 minutes. LBC 97.3 travel with Confused.com, the online search engine for car insurance.
Buying a car is a giant decision, so make sure you do it the Car Giant way.
Giant choice.
Up to 5,000 cars in stock, thousands on display.
Giant savings.
Amazing low prices.
Giant quality.
All cars undergo a 114-point safety check.
Giant site.
One 23-acre site in White City, London. Visit cargiant.co.uk. It's one of the best giant decisions you can make.
Car Giant. Giant choice. Giant savings.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
It's not on! Right, where's my mix? We're back in. Yeah, that one. You have a go, my friend. Let's try this up in a knot. There we go, we're on. Is that, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, this is miles away. Get lost. You can come here. Oh, look, it's our new favourite caller. It's line 6. Hey, Umar.
Hello, Ian.
How's it going, man?
Oh, okay. Ian.
Yes, Umar.
I want to ask you a question.
You can ask me any question you want, my young friend.
You know your email address, yeah?
Iain@lbc.co.uk?
Yeah, how do you do it? Like, it's not like, you can't do an MSN, can't you?
I don't do MSN.
Like, how do you...
I'm on MSN, but I don't use it very often. Umar, you're not going to get my MSN, however hard you try. Yes, you may be a 14-year-old blind boy that likes to go down hills on bicycles, but...
Yeah.
You ain't getting the MSN.
Like, you know where you want to email you? Like, people want to email you, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
You send an email to the email address, Iain@lbc.co.uk.
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 Okay.
That's the email.
Okay.
Everything else all right, Umar?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You had a good day?
Yeah, I had a headache today, actually.
Oh, no, really?
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, advice boy.
Good evening.
There's football tonight.
Oh, is there?
2 matches as well.
It's Man United.
Man United and AC Milan and Chelsea and Liverpool.
What, they're all playing each other?
No.
No.
Oh, they should do. Wouldn't that be good? Four football teams playing football at the same time.
Yeah,
You'd have a massive square. I've got the new sport of the future. Get this, boys.
Yeah.
You get a massive square pitch. Yeah. There's a goal on each side of the pitch. There are 4 teams playing. It would be fantastic. And you know what I'm going to call it?
They'll get injured though, wouldn't they?
Oh, wouldn't they just? I'm calling it Super Soccer. Super Soccer.
When they crash into each other, you know when they try to run for the ball, yeah?
Yeah.
When they crash into each other, knock with the over.
Okay. Here's a serious question.
Yeah.
As blind boys, do you play football?
I play it sometimes.
Well, don't you crash into each other?
No, you know once, yeah?
I can see though.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, so you're cheating. You can see. Umar, do you play it?
Well, you know once, yeah, I play football, yeah? And I tried to, I saved the goal, but the ball smashed into my knee.
Yeah.
And I had to get out the way.
You were in goal?
He just stands there.
They put a blind lad in goal? You're having a laugh, Umar.
No.
Your friends. So let me get this right, Umar.
Yeah.
Get this, Helen, you missed this guy. He's a 14-year-old blind Muslim lad.
There's a whole blind school, Ian.
Right. So your mates, when you play football with them, they put you in goal, and then they get you to ride your bike and crash into people because you know people won't have a go at you because...
Because
blind.
Because he's blind. Your mates are terrible.
All of us are, like, partially sighted or blind in our school.
Okay. Do you advice boy, are you suspicious that there's one kid in your school who just a little bit knowing and perhaps can see, but he's pretending to be blind just to go to that school and be like the Lord? Is there someone like that you think, well, actually, how did he...
Ian.
Did he go, oh, you're looking nice. I mean, I bet...
I bet you was looking nice.
Yeah, I bet you were looking... Is there someone who does that?
Well, there's some people that got sort of really good eyesight. Just, like,
in a blind school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ian.
Yes, Umar.
You know once,
Yeah.
I was in goal,
Yeah.
and I tried to keep the ball, You know what I did?
What?
I kicked it in somebody's face.
Well, we don't condone that. Lads, listen, I've got to go, but thanks...
Wait a moment, Ian.
What?
Do you know James O'Brien's producer,
Maxie Allen?
Yeah, today, I rang him up, because I was in school, and do you know you talk about your Burley and stuff,
Yeah.
I wanted to record something,
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask him, how do you download it,
Yeah.
And he said, what are you going to I can't say that.
No, he would have said it like that. You're actually doing the perfect impression of Maxie Allen.
Consume it.
No.
Try and get the second syllable out, otherwise I'm in very serious trouble.
Like, contribute to... Oh, yes, it.
Contribute?
To the show.
Yes.
And then I said, and I just wanted to know how to download Burley,
Yeah.
And then he said, I'm not going to tell you.
Did you know, he's a disableist, and I would suggest you complain about that. I'd register a complaint, because you could do it for that.
Ian.
Yeah, oh, what? Right, this is the last point, and I'm cutting you both off.
Before I go, good evening.
I like my mushy peas.
Yeah, okay, good evening, and I like my mushy peas. Where's my mushy pea clip? I've not played that yet. It's my new favourite clip. I've not opened any of the folders. Hang on a minute. This is my new favourite clip. This is David Guest speaking to Joe Parkinson on Friday about his new TV series. And Joe Parkinson says to David Guest, so David, what do you like about living in London? Well, I like the houses. I like the people.
I like the mushy peas.
I like the mushy peas. Every word in that sentence is mispronounced. Every single word. Have a listen.
I like the mushy peas.
Oh, my God. OK, onwards and upwards. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Ha 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 ha! Spam cabin.
OK, I think we can say spam cabin. Yes, Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Let's hope this one turns out pretty darn good, huh? You tell lightning and I can't see. You can't cry 'cause you're laughing at me. I'm down. I'm down. How can you laugh when you know I'm down? When you know I'm down.
It's some early, where's my drumsticks when you need them? Where's my drumsticks? I've got to get a pen and pencil, hang on.
When you know I'm down. When you know I'm down.
It's some early take of I'm Down by the Beatles. I'd imagine from Beatles Live at the BBC, but I could be wrong. Over the instrumental, let's have line 3.
Iain Lee Good Evening Show is brought to you by Dragon Meat Sausage in association with others.
I don't normally like this song, but this is kind of rocking, isn't it? Oh, thanks. I don't really like the early Beatles. They're rubbish, but maybe I'm getting old, because I was digging that. Yes, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, this is Pitcher Phil with baseball news. In last night's action, it was Toronto over Boston 7-3, the Mets over Colorado 6-1, and Tampa Bay over the Yankees 10-8. Tonight it's San Diego against Arizona and Washington against the Phillies. More news soon. Pass it on.
Good lad. Let's go to line 8. 8, you're on the wireless.
Good night, Ian.
Good night. Yes. 1, you're on the wireless.
You got a twin brother? Have you got a twin brother?
Not as far as I know.
So it must be you, then, that left that great comedy show, My Family, and now you sold out and you're doing those really bad British Telecom adverts.
Yes, no, you're thinking of someone entirely different who just happens to be occupying my fake MySpace.
You.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yes, it is me. Those BT adverts pay me damned well. 7, you're on the wireless.
Good morning, man.
Okay. 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello, this is Lord Farquhar III, and I also like the mushy peas.
Well, I'm glad you do. 6, you're on the wireless.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Lee, how was your run last night?
I did it. I did just under 20 minutes.
Didn't bottle it then?
I didn't bottle it. I did about 18 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely knackered. But it felt all right. Went home, had a shower.
It's a good time to go running, isn't it?
It is a good time. I went home, had a shower, played a bit of computer games, and then went to bed. Feeling superb.
I often go running of an evening with your podcast on.
Oh, do you?
And, yeah, and I have a little bit of a complaint.
Oh.
Your podcast, your show's meant to be 3 hours.
Yes.
But your podcast always finishes in about 1 hour 50 minutes.
Well, because once you take the adverts, the news, and Amanda and Redmond giggling away in the travel, then there's not much actual content. No, you've got...
That's no good for my 2 hour run.
Not good. A 2-hour run?
Yes, man. I'm a fitness freak.
That makes my 18 minutes sound pitiful.
I just, before I have to go, because my battery's about to die.
Yeah.
You played last week the Banana Song.
Oh, yeah.
It was Sifu who came on and said, if he was a boxer, he'd walk out to it.
Yeah.
And you said, if you know any boxers who come in, blah, blah, blah. And you said that, the boxers listen to this show.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who invited you to Ali Pali.
Oh, man, can you get a boxer to walk out to the Banana Song?
I think I can probably get it to happen. We've got a show in London on the 18th of May. I think I can get it to happen, mate.
OK, listen, for anyone who doesn't know what the Banana Song is, I'm going to play as much of it as I can be bothered when we come back from the travel.
Good man.
Make it happen, man. Which boxer is going to be walking out to this?
Okay,
Here we go, Banana Bunch!
Lock it!
In the morning.
Who's going to be walking out to that?
I've got a couple in mind. I'm going to have to ask them, because some guys get a bit sensitive about it. But
yes, someone might think
there's
it's
a
silly.
couple, but I reckon we could do quite a nice little thing here. I reckon we could try and get something in like the newspaper as well, with like one of the geezers saying, "Oh, I've started eating bananas like in the build up to this fight, and now I'm kind of superhuman." And then we'll get him to walk out on the night with that song with some like big banana next to him or something like that.
Fantastic, mate. Listen, I'll play the song afterwards for anyone who's missed it.
I'll drop you an email, mate.
Cheers, fella. There we go. Superb. Is it Snorty Redmond tonight?
It is. Good evening.
Try and keep it together, because it was embarrassing.
I know.
Last night.
All right. Yes.
Awful.
I know.
I went home and I actually went home. I phoned up Chris and I said, "Did that really happen?" And he said, "Yes, it did," and we felt awkward and uncomfortable.
Oh, dear. Well, I'm really sorry to make you feel that way.
Well, just don't muff it up today.
All right.
Thank you, Amanda.
OK, let's start to the north of town in Finsbury Park. An incident has blocked Blackstock Road both ways between Ambler Road and Rock Street, so looking at big delays in the area there. To the east of town in Mile End, an accident's causing restrictions heading into town on the A11. That's at Horse Lane. On the A13 coming into town, there's also a crash on the Beckton roundabout, blocking a lane on the exit to the North Circular. In Kingston, Wheatfield Way is partly blocked both ways at Brook Street. It's getting very slow in the area there. In Hounslow, the A4 only has one lane open heading into town at the junction with Sutton Lane. And it's also busy in Hammersmith as well, with a broken down bus on the Hammersmith flyover. That's coming into town from the Hogarth roundabout. Heading back up to the north of town now in Watford, Stevenson Way is blocked off both ways with a crash around Beach and Grove, and that's causing delays as well. On the tubes, and there's also longer to wait for the Circle, Northern and Victoria line services, plus severe delays as well on the Piccadilly line. And Russell Square station is still shut. LBC 97.3 travel. The next update is in 15 minutes.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast.
You love those Euro songs. Why would that be?
Because they are actually much better than most people think. Unfortunately, over here, we poo-poo the Eurovision Song Contest.
I hate poo-pooing.
I know, it's terrible.
Why do you suppose we do poo-poo in this country?
Because of Terry Wogan.
Is he the chief of the poo-poos?
He is unfortunately chief of the poo-poos on the Eurovision Song Contest.
He leads the poo-pooing?
He does, totally.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Don't poo-poo him. Weekday mornings from 7 on London's biggest conversation. LBC 97.3.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast.
Galliard Homes always strive to provide our buyers with superb capital growth investments. Emerging market economies are growing at fantastic rates and can provide incredible opportunities for capital growth from a very low base. It is with this in mind that we now invite you to our first ever Emerging Market Seminar, introducing Pirin Spa Bansko and Horizon Sky Beach Resort Bodrum. Two exciting new resorts, both being fully managed and offering 6% net guaranteed income for 4 years. These developments represent a buy-to-live or let lifestyle 12 months a year, with prices at Pier and Spa starting from only £35,000. Special incentives will be offered only to those who attend our exhibition and seminar on the 28th and 29th of April at the Cumberland Hotel Marble Arch. Don't miss out. Pre-book your seminar seat now on 020 7620 1500. That's 020 7620 1500 or visit galliardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Jim Davis with the show that could change your life. But how?
What I'm trying to do is bring together the very latest cutting-edge information on your health and your diet, your nutrition and exercise and so on, from my regular family of experts like Iain Marber, the nutritionist, Mark Bailey, Joanna Hall, my personal trainers. They're in every couple of weeks or so with the very, very latest information on how you can make your life a little bit better. So by listening to the show, you will get that information. What you then choose to do with it is entirely up to you.
Jim Davis, weekday afternoons from 1.
With Alpro, a healthy decision.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Here we go, banana buns. Oh, you can have one in the morning or have one in the night. Share some with your best friend. That'll make you feel alright. Bananas are so healthy. Bananas are so fine. B is for banana. Costa Rica to Savannah. Ecuador to Montana. From Latin America to your hometown. Sweet to your taste, a smile on your face. It's a great way to start your 5 a day. B is for banana. I'm loaded with all the good stuff, like fiber and vitamin C. A big yellow bunch of potassium, and I give you lots of energy. Bananas are delicious. Bananas are so easy to eat. B is for banana. Costa Rica to Savannah. Ecuador to Montana. From Latin America to your hometown. Sweet to your taste, a smile on your face. It's a great way to start your 5 a day. B is for banana. Here we go, guys. I'm the perfect snack for your backpack. Banana, go banana. Just peel the peel away. Banana, peel every day. Makes you feel good when you work or you play. I'm your favorite, make no mistake. B is for banana. Costa Rica to Savannah. Ecuador to Montana. From Latin America to your hometown. Sweet to your taste, a smile on your face. It's a great way to start your 5 a day. B is for banana. Oh yeah.
Line 3, you're on the wireless. Oh, I'm playing so much music. Oh. What are you doing? Okay, yeah. Well, let's. While that's going on, we'll have line 4. Yes, line 4. Oh, he's gone. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
I just want to confirm that the rumours are going around about me not true. I'm not inside. Everything's safe. I've just been a bit preoccupied with something that I had to take care of. Yeah, I'm safe. See you later. I never give you my number. I only give you my situation.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Ian. You said the Beatles weren't a boy band, and they were.
I break down.
Am I on it? Am I on it? Is that Iain Lee? Oh, I am. Okay, then I'll just have to say this very briefly. You had someone yesterday on here who was a terrible beatboxer. Michael Jackson's son.
Both of those are just too poor for me to... It would have been nice. If it was good quality, it would have been nice. And if that guy could speak but not be muffled, it would have been a beautiful moment. But we aborted halfway through. And fair play to me for aborting. That shows I've got guts. Yes, line 2, you're on the wireless.
I like mushy peas as well.
OK, lovely. We're going to get a lot of those. Hoisted by my own petard. 6, you're on the wireless.
Hi, it's Wanda, Mucky's friend. I've run out of helium, so my voice is going to get very low.
Well, isn't that terrifying? 7, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello there.
I'm a member impersonator.
OK, lovely. 6, you're on the wireless. Hello? It was a good first quarter. I suspect the rest of the show is going to go downhill. Yes?
Rapscallion Jones.
Sorry, what? 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Mushvik.
Why is everyone talking about my peas?
I like Mushvik's peas.
Well, my short name is Mushy. That's what everyone calls me. Mushy Peas.
What, your nickname is Mushy?
Yeah.
Oh, God, you want to reconsider your life.
Why?
You can't go around with the nickname Mushy.
Everyone, I've been called it since I was a kid.
I bet-
Cricket day.
I bet you have. You know that when the Japanese answer the phone, they say mushy mushy.
Yeah, mushy mushy.
Yeah, don't quite say it like that, but yes, they say it, yes.
Okay. Well, stuff it with my peas. will you?
Okay. 7, you're on the wireless.
Glob, glob, globule, globy, globule, glob, glob, globule.
Right. Can everyone put their mouth near the mouthpiece of their telephone and stop making phone calls from underwater? Because, it's starting to do my head in. Yes, line 6.
Smooth, 102.2.
Yeah, and use phones that don't keep cutting out. What is going on with everyone? It's the 21st century. 9, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
I remember yesterday you said you didn't actually talk to a fruitcake yet. Well, I actually am a fruitcake. I had a bit of a bad day yesterday, actually, though, because around about 6:30, the family were having dinner. The owner of the house sort of opened the cupboard, took me out of the tin, and bit a chunk out of me. And
I bet you loved every second of it. 5, you're on the wireless.
kiss my teddy.
Okie dokie. 4, you're on the wireless.
One of the biggest issues
is the issues of disused tissues.
Is the wrong answer.
Oh, Chris, do you want to have a go?
Biggest issue of the
You haven't got to... I was closer than that. 2, you're on... 3, you're on the wireless. Right, OK, now I see what you're doing. I get that, thank you. Go on, line 6, what have you got?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Is it true Chris is going to be fired soon? I've heard a rumour on the internet.
You heard a rumour on the internet. Well, let's ask Chris. Chris, is it true you're going to be fired soon?
What?
Yeah, I think you know what that means. 10, you're on the wireless.
Last time I was on, my phone cut off and you called me a muppet.
Right.
I've given it some thought.
Oh, you muppet, your phone cut off again. 10, you're on the wireless. Right, yeah, OK. This is the running gag of the night now, isn't it? Yes, line 1. I can't help but smile. Hang on, it's Paul Simon, is it? No, thank you.
What?
Line 8, you're on the wireless.
New Between the Things Interactive to choosing service welcome. To me, like you would, A, times 3 globules, say, or B, globule 2, say, times.
It wasn't entirely backwards.
Malfunction. Your response has not been recognised. Harpsichord, penguin, treacle pudding, hippopotamus, obglobs, blobs, bobs, bom, invisible, duck-billed platypus, spim, lim, lib, glib, glim.
Yes. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you think we should have St George's Day as a bank holiday?
No.
Oh no. Okay. we America has more.
We're not having this conversation.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because that's what lazy right-wing idiots do on their radio shows. John Gaunt was on TalkSport last night, before this show, talking about that nonsense. No one cares about St George's Day. No one cares. People pretend they do, because they think it's... Line 7, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
Great. Hello.
Yes?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Okay.
How are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Order! Order! Would the right honourable member please acknowledge that before surrendering an endowment policy back to the Life Company, one should call AAP first?
You could get hundreds of thousands more from them!
I have to say that I will call AAP when the time is right so to do.
But will you call them now?
Look, as I have said repeatedly, and I will say it again, I will call AAP when it is appropriate and in the interest of all parties.
Cut the spin. Call AAP now on 0845 073 1960. That's 0845 073 1960.
Available on DAB Digital Radio.
This is LBC 97.3.
It's 7:30. I'm Jim Diamond. Police are investigating after a man in his 20s was stabbed in Finsbury Park. It happened just before 6 p.m. on the Blackstock Road. He's been taken to hospital. Baroness Butler-Sloss is quitting as coroner for the Diana inquest. She'll step down in June when Lord Justice Scott Baker will take over. He'll be the third person to take charge of the inquest. Plans to run passenger jets on green fuel within 2 years have been announced by Virgin boss Sir Richard Branson. His airlines joined Boeing and engine maker GE to design biofuel that can be used by commercial aircraft. That as he signs a deal to buy 15 new planes, the so-called Dreamliner or 787 from Boeing. Gone in 48 hours. That's how quickly some London properties are changing hands because of a lack of housing supply. According to The Standard, buyers are snapping up homes in days rather than weeks before someone else gets them. And Arctic Monkeys are on course to claim the biggest selling album of 2007. Favourite Worst Nightmare went on sale yesterday and is outselling the rest of the top 20 combined after shifting 85,000 copies in just one day. And the weather for you, there's a chance of some light rain around tonight. It should stay very mild though, with a low of 12 degrees Celsius. Right now we have 19 degrees in Chelsea. Tomorrow a sunny start, then more showers as well, and a high of 20 degrees. LBC, the time now is coming up to 7:31.
This is Amanda Redman in the LBC 97.3 Travel Centre. As you've just been hearing in the news with Jim, there are delays around Finsbury Park because of an incident which is blocking Blackstock Road both ways between Ambler Road and Rock Street. To the east of town in Mile End, an accident's causing some restrictions on the A11. That's heading into town at Whitehorse Lane. On the A13 heading into town, the crash is now cleared from the Beckton roundabout, so that's all open again. Whilst in Kingston, Wheatfield Way is still partly blocked off both ways at Brook Street because of an accident there. In Hounslow, the A4 only has one lane open heading into town with the crash at the junction with Sutton Lane, and it's also very slow in Hammersmith with a broken down coach on the Hammersmith flyover affecting traffic coming into town and causing queues back from the Hogarth roundabout. In at Watford, Stevenson Way is still blocked both ways with a crash around Beach and Grove, so you've got big delays on both approaches to that one. And on the tubes, also longer to wait for Circle, Northern and Victoria line services, as well as severe delays on the Piccadilly line and still the closure to Russell Square station. LBC 97.3 Travel, your next update is in 15 minutes.
Galliard Homes always strive to provide our buyers with superb capital growth investments. Emerging market economies are growing at fantastic rates and can provide incredible opportunities for capital growth from a very low base. It is with this in mind that we now invite you to our first ever Emerging Market Seminar, introducing Pirin Spa Bansko and Horizon Sky Beach Resort Bodrum. Two exciting new resorts, both being fully managed and offering 6% net guaranteed income for 4 years. These developments represent a buy-to-live or let lifestyle 12 months a year, with prices at Pirin Spa starting from only £35,000. Special incentives will be offered only to those who attend our exhibition and seminar on the 28th and 29th of April at the Cumberland Hotel Marble Arch. Don't miss out. Pre-book your seminar seat now on 020 7620 1500. That's 020 7620 1500 or visit galliardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
I like the mushy peas. OK, 0870 9090973. Man, there's two football... I'm convinced this idea of Super Soccer is genius. Get this. You get a square pitch, massive square pitch, a goal on each side of the square, 4 football teams play at the same time. I would watch that.
But are the football teams allowed to interact with the other teams?
It's Super Soccer, of course they are. They're playing against each other. They can score, right, you got Chelsea on the east side, they can score in any of the 3 goals.
OK.
I'm tempted to have 10 minutes, right, if it goes into extra time, you put a second ball in there. I'm tempted, I don't know, that may be taking it a step too far.
Wouldn't you have to make the pitch more square?
That's why I said a square pitch, yes. That's... I've explained... Everything you're saying to me, I've explained to you already. There are no flaws in this plan whatsoever. Super Soccer, a square pitch, 4 goals around the side of each side of the square, 4 football teams playing, they can score in any of the goals. If it goes to extra time, i.e. all 4 teams have the same score, they throw a second ball in. So there's 2 balls playing.
What if one team is having a free kick and all the other teams are kind of in the way?
That's what they do. That's what they do now in football. That's what they do. It's the same game, but it's Super Soccer. And it's slightly different.
I don't get it.
It's seriously, it's a genius idea.
Yeah,
and
I don't like it.
Well, it's because you're an idiot. I would genuinely pay top dollar to go and watch a game of Super Soccer. I would do that. I don't know. I really want to see it now. Is there a way? OK, there's something in this. There is genuinely something in this. Is there a way we can get some, I don't know, football teams, like local football? We're not going to get Chelsea and Arsenal. Let's, I don't know. We can get 4 football teams to make my dream a reality. Right, Chris, you've spelt soccer wrong on the screen. Read out what you've just written there.
Super Soccer?
Spell out soccer.
Soccor.
Yeah, I'm going to spell soccer the traditional way with an E instead of that second O. I just feel that by changing the spelling of soccer, you're confusing things even more.
I didn't say that was correct. I have to type in a hurry sometimes, and sometimes I make mistakes, all right?
Bit tense here.
It was awkward after the show yesterday.
Leave it, Helen.
Pamela.
Hello, you all right?
I'll
tell you what, about the Super Soccer, yeah?
It's a brilliant idea, isn't it?
Good idea. But that one on the phone, what's he talking about? You don't spell soccer like that?
I think maybe we should leave it. There's,
Yeah, forget that bit, yeah.
there's
Anyway,
tension.
I played you that music last night. Did you like it?
Which music?
Ali Khan.
Oh, yeah, a bit of Nusrat, yeah.
Yeah? It played the show out quite well, didn't it?
It did what?
It played the show out quite well.
Yeah, it did. It played the show out very well.
Yeah.
I saw him live in Pakistan.
Yeah, I know, I
He's
heard.
good, he's
But
good.
he died, didn't he, of a heart attack?
He did die,
Poor
yes.
guy.
Probably about 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Maybe he died. I tell you when he died.
Go on.
He died 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
He died exactly the same day, maybe give or take a day, that Lady Diana had that car crash and died.
Oh, God, that's bizarre.
So I remember.
Ironic.
Or maybe it was a different year. I just remember I was in Edinburgh when I found out that Diana died, and then I was in Edinburgh when I found out that Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan died. But I think it may have been the same year.
Yeah?
Or a different year.
All right. So what have you been doing today? You haven't been at the gym, have you?
I was at my mum's. today.
You're always at your mum's, aren't you?
I look after her because I'm a good boy.
Oh,
I'm there every week. Anyway, I was at my mum's because we're having the 3 builders were coming round. Get this, we're having 3 builders, okay? I planned this like an absolute master. 3 builders coming round to give me a quote on converting the downstairs toilet to a shower room, right? One's coming at 11, one's coming hopefully at 2, one's coming between 1 and 5. So 11:30 comes, the first guy hasn't turned up, right?
All right, go on.
I phoned him up. I said, this is Iain Lee, about you coming to my mum's.
Mm-hmm.
What? Is it, you supposed to be... Oh, no, it's been a mistake. I said, well, yeah, on your part there's been a mistake, because I booked you to come here at 11 and I've taken the day off work. I lied a little bit there.
Nice, isn't it, of him?
And he said, I can't make it now. And then he put the phone down. And then fair play, he phoned back 10 minutes later and said, well, because you've taken the day off work, I'll send someone round, but it won't be me. So later at 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3:30, about 3 o'clock, countdown was on.
All right, yeah.
One builder turned up. 5 minutes later, a second builder turned up. My nightmare came true. I had 2 builders.
Yeah, blimey.
Looking
what
at.
did you do there?
Well, when
the
doorbell rang, I said to the first one, I said, oh, this is terribly embarrassing. I feel like I'm cheating on you, but this man that's coming in now is another builder come to give me a quote? Don't worry about it, mate. It happens all the time.
Mhm.
I think he was trying to make me feel good.
Yeah.
The other fella comes in, and it was embarrassing because it's a tiny little room that they're looking at converting, and they were,
They make a big deal out of it sometimes, don't you think?
What do you mean make a big deal out of it?
No, I mean builders. They make a time. They don't turn up. Then they turn up.
Yeah.
And another one turns.
Hey, do you remember
Yeah, go on.
last week I mentioned that a friend of mine
Yeah.
had bought a bed, not a bed from John Lewis, had bought a TV from somewhere,
All right. Yeah.
and then they took it back and they got a refund, and then they got a second refund.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, someone phoned him up today,
All right.
and he had to give the money back. He had to give the the £500, £1,600. He had to give the money back to them today.
Yeah.
They phoned. I was there.
Uh-huh.
And they phoned up and they said, "Oh, it's about the money, the TV that you bought. We gave you a refund and we gave you a second refund."
Oh,
and so he did this terrible thing. We went, "Oh, really? I hadn't noticed that."
Oh, right. They always try that bit on, don't they?
Yeah.
Try and get out of it, make you look the bad one, but you're not really. They are.
That was me doing my voice, his voice.
Yeah.
Not the guy.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to say to you that they did try and turn it around a bit.
Well, no, they didn't. From what I heard, I didn't obviously hear it all because it wasn't me. It was because that would be deception.
Yeah.
So he had to give the money back, and it hurt him as he read out his debit card details, and they took £500 for the TV
God.
off of his card.
Uh-huh.
It hurt him.
Oh, well, it would do, wouldn't it?
And I kicked a wall out of
I hope
frustration.
you didn't hurt your foot too bad.
For him, no.
I hear you got a cat. Yeah, cat.
Who's told you that?
I hear you all the time talking about your cat.
Oh, in that case, yes, I do have
Yeah,
a
I
cat.
heard you on the radio talking about your cat, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I've got two cats.
Oh, okay, nice one.
One called Snowy.
Right,
and one
don't
called
care.
Peppy.
Okay, yeah.
The reason I called the other one Peppy.
Don't care.
It's called.
Don't
well,
care.
It's called Papillon.
Don't care.
Chased
Butterfly.
butterflies when she was little.
Don't care.
No, I don't either, really.
No.
So yeah. So you're not a dog person, no? Don't like dogs?
Do you have to be exclusive of what? If you have one, you don't like the other?
Oh no. You can have one of each. What's the matter?
No, nothing is the matter with me.
Oh, does it?
What?
Yeah, go on, explain then.
Does
Tell
it?
me.
Does it what?
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 Does it matter to you if it's a dog or a cat what you have in it? Don't really matter, whatever you want, doesn't it?
Okay.
Anyway, on to a better thing, music.
Oh, it goes on and on.
Yeah.
I feel like that fella that's running the marathon in slow motion.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to take him a week to run the marathon in slow motion. What an idiot.
Yeah.
What an
well,
idiot.
I wouldn't bother.
He's not bothered. Well, he's bothered. He's doing it. He's doing it in slow motion. Right, by Monday, he'd run 5 miles.
All right.
Jeez.
Is it worth it?
It's not worth it. What's he going to do? Find the cure for cancer? Not running, he's not, in slow motion. He should become a scientist.
Yeah.
Become a scientist and work in a laboratory with cancer cells.
Yeah,
Then you might
do
make
that.
a difference. Don't run a marathon in slow motion. That ain't going to make no difference.
Yeah, do the other. It's a bit better. Might progress something a bit better.
Yeah. Anyway, music.
Music. You either like them or you don't. Do you like Santana at all?
Santana?
Yes.
No.
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 All right. So
I got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. Make me down and make the devil out of me.
Cool down, baby. Okay.
That's Santana.
Calm down. That's very good.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling.
No, one more thing.
Oh.
What's the best? Oh, shut up. What's the best concert you've been to? You enjoyed?
There's two.
Oh, go on then. Far away.
The first one was the first Monkeys concert I went to in, I think, 1988, 89 at the Royal Albert Hall. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe, I was 16, 89 it would have been.
Yeah.
And the second one was seeing Arthur Lee playing probably about 1991 at the Garage, being backed up by Shaq. And it was just shambolic, and it was beautiful, and he was probably off his face, and it was just... I can say it now because he's dead, bless him.
Oh.
And it was, hey man, how's it going?
Yeah.
As the cleaners come in. And it was fantastic. Oh, by the way, that leads me neatly on to Thursday night, after the show, I'm He's doing the bins. I'm dashing to the Prince Charles Theatre.
Yeah?
Because there's a screening of Love Story, which is a film about Arthur Lee in love.
All right.
And I'm hosting a question and answer session afterwards.
All right.
But I'm not going to see the film, which is a shame, even though I got it on DVD. But I'll be hosting the question and answer session.
Isn't it charming? Now you can't see the film, but you've got to answer the questions.
I'm not answering any questions. I'm asking them.
It's all right. I'm only teasing you.
Good tease. See you later, man. Thanks a
Right,
lot.
you take care, yeah?
Okay. Oh, that worked.
Pardon?
Yeah, I was talking to the cleaner, but it turns out they confused her enough to make her shut up for a second. So if you'd like to come down on Thursday night, I think the film starts about 8:45, and I'm having a mad dash after this, and hopefully asking the director some questions about the film, but I may not make it. It's going to be quite tight. Dennis.
Hello?
Hello, Dennis.
Oh, hi there.
Hi there, Dennis.
There's a brand new day on the horizon. Everything is gonna be just fine. There's a brand new day on the horizon, and the whole world's gonna be mine. Thank you.
It sounded like a gay lady Elvis on helium. That's what that sounded like. What time does the football start, Chris? Is it 7:45 or 8 o'clock?
7:45.
Now.
Jeez. Okay. Well, hey, if you want to call 0870 9090 973. Well, this could be tricky. We'll see how it goes after this. And by this, I mean the travel news with Amanda Redmond.
Well, looking at delays at the moment to the north of town around Finsbury Park, with an incident still blocking Blackstock Road both ways between Ambler Road and Rock Street. Also delays to the east of town too in Mile End, with a crash causing restrictions on the way into town on the A11 at Whitehorse Lane. Heading down to Kingston now, and we still have the closure to Wheatfield Way both ways at Brook Street. It's very slow in the area there as well. And in Hounslow, the A4 has only one lane open heading into town at the junction with Sutton Lane because of a crash. It's busy around Hammersmith after there was a broken down coach on the Hammersmith flyover coming into town early. It's still slow though back from Brentford, and heading back up to the north of town in Watford, where the Stevenson Way is still blocked off with an accident both ways around Beach and Grove. On the tubes, there are delays on the Circle, Northern and Victoria lines. Also severe delays on the Piccadilly line as well, and Russell Square tube station is still shut with an incident. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in half an hour.
Questions, I've got some questions I want to know.
Do you ever get frustrated when you have a question but you don't know where to go to find the answer? Here's one. Which country has the biggest coastline, Spain or France?
When you've got a question that's frustrating you, turn to Any Questions Answered. Text LBC, followed by your question, to 63336. It'll cost you just £1. We'll get you an answer. A good answer. An answer from intelligent people with a bank of knowledge and insight.
Spain has the longer coastline, 3,084 miles, but Canada has by far the longest coastline of any country with 125,567 miles.
Any Questions Answered. You'll never be frustrated again.
This psychic business is new to me, but I'm definitely getting something here. You're near a machine with buttons on it, a radio! Wait, there's more. It's the future now, like a few days in the future. And I see pictures this time. It's a TV! You're tuned to the Hallmark Channel, and you're watching a show about a psychic investigator who ain't really psychic. Man, what a fraud!
Ever pretended to be something you're not? Psych, brand new comedy crime drama from the creators of Monk. Premieres this Friday at 7, exclusively on the Hallmark Channel, Sky 153 and Virgin TV 190.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Okay. Well, Super Soccer, my idea. I'm copyright. I genuinely want to see it. Can we get like 4 pub teams together? I mean, we could do it. Chris was saying we could do it with 5 aside. We could do it to see if the physics works. But damn it, I want to see 44 men sweating on a pitch, on a big square pitch. Wouldn't it be fantastic? You'd possibly need 2 referees, I think. 0870 90 90 973. Anthony, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
Doesn't this? It genuinely sounds brilliant, doesn't it?
It's different.
You don't sound convinced all of a sudden.
Yeah, I said it's different, like, it's good.
So I saw an advert for bingo today.
Did you?
And I thought, oh my God, I keep talking about this. I keep potentially going to do it and then bottling out. But I really fancy a bit of bingo action.
Well, why didn't you go ahead and try?
I might. I play bingo.
Bottle out.
Oh, well, okay. Well, don't. Are you doing your posh voice?
No.
Okay. I might do it this weekend. Although saying that, this weekend, Saturday night, I'm going to go and see Way of the Dragon, a Bruce Lee film. Sunday night, I'm going to go and see Fist of Fury, a Bruce Lee film.
Have a good time.
It's a fantastic time. And then Sunday night, do watch Fist of Fury, one of my favourite Bruce Lee films, then come and do Triple M. What a superb night.
What a night.
What a night.
Spider-Man 3's coming out, isn't it?
Sorry, what?
Spider-Man 3.
I know. It was on the LBC Nightly News yesterday.
Oh,
It was on the LBC Nightly News today. It was on Nick Ferrari's Breakfast News this morning. It'll probably be on the Nightly News tomorrow. It's Spider-Man 3. What's it? It was on the blooming ITV Lunchtime News. It's Spider-Man 3. What the hell is that doing on the news? The first one weren't brilliant. The second one was awful. The third one, he goes evil and he gets like a black costume. So why is it on the news? The special effects make it look like a cartoon. It looks bobbins.
It's probably rubbish, Ian.
Probably rubbish, yeah.
I made it 4-5, but I'm not going to go on.
Why is it on the news? It's Spider-Man 3. Why is that? Oh, you know that Spider-Man 1 and 2, they made another one, and it's on the news. You know there's like a war going on and stuff, and you know that Boris Yeltsin died yesterday, and you know that there's all kinds of nasty, nasty things going on, and there's peerage, cash for peerage scandals going on, all this kind of stuff. Well, they're bringing out Spider-Man bloody 3! I don't care!
It's stupid, we don't care.
Oh, it was all over the news. I'm surprised it wasn't page 1 of The Guardian. Oh, yeah, Spider-Man 3's out. Yeah, he gets confused and gets a bit evil in this one.
It's only a film.
It's only a film. But it's not only a film, Anthony. It's only Spider-Man 3.
It's
only Spider-Man 3. It's not even only a decent film. It's
don't get
only...
too excited, people.
Don't get excited. Don't put it on the blooming news. Anyway, that's my little rant over, and I feel...
I have some more my MySpace luck, Ian.
A bit of MySpace luck. Now, is your MySpace luck the same as my MySpace luck when I get pictures of a nudie woman saying she wants to be my friend?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what I consider MySpace luck. What's your MySpace luck?
Somebody emailed me yesterday saying, "Hi, mate. I've seen this from you on the Ian Lee show.
Fantastic.
That's where I got your MySpace from. Check out our music from Young Lee."
Oh, well, that's nice.
So,
should we give out your MySpace address again?
Yeah, shall I?
Go, yeah, why not?
So you go ahead and give it out.
Okay, it's www.myspace.com/ I've forgotten the first bit. Spurs.
Yeah.
_
Yeah.
fan 07.
That's correct, Ian.
Spurs _ fan 07, and that's actually Anthony in the Hoddesdon's MySpace page.
So you want to check it out? Go ahead.
Check it out. You may get abuse as well. I just should warn you about that.
Yeah.
I get a lot of abuse on my MySpace page.
Yeah.
But
so
you can...
how's your day been?
Really, it was at my mum's.
Yeah. How's your mum?
Drove me a little bit potty.
Yeah.
But all in all, do you know what? I cancelled. I didn't cancel work, but I kept the day free from work. That any work that may have came in was at my mum's. I was at my mum's about 10 o'clock this morning, so I had to get up quite early to do that. Took her a little bit of shopping. Arranged to have these 3 builders come round. Got a quote from a woman for all the equipment that we needed. Chatted to all these builders, spoke to them, did all of that, cooked her lunch, and then I get to work, and she phones me up, she says, "Oh, Ian, did you get any money out for me?" "No." "Oh." Yeah. She goes, "Oh, stop it, because I didn't do one little thing." I said, "Why didn't you bloody remind me?" I'm swearing, that's twice I've sworn now, I'll stop that, sorry. I said, "Why didn't you remind me?" "Oh." So, I love my mum more than anything. Maybe not as much as my cat, but that's true. That's true. But, geez, I went in the attic today.
Yeah, what for?
Laugh. And it's full of rubbish. And my attic at my mum's house, it's really hard to get to because you have to climb on a banister, right? And then you have to lean over the banister and then push up this, this lid, and sort of take this lid and push it in and throw it in the attic. And then you've got to sort of pull yourself up. But I'm not very strong in my... So as you're pulling yourself up, then you're then hanging in space, over the stairs, right? So if you fall, it's a big drop. So then I had to put, one foot on a door frame, and I was thinking, I'm going. I'm actually, this is it. I'm going to fall and break my neck. My mum's downstairs. She can't get upstairs. She's not going to know I'm dead for hours. But I managed to get up there. The thing I was looking for, I wasn't up there. I think I threw it away. But I got my Commodore 64 and a big black bin liner full of games, and my BBC computer and a big black bin liner full of games. And they're in the car. I'm taking them home. I'm going to play with them tomorrow.
What result?
What a result. Score.
How's your Xbox going?
It's all right.
Yeah, you seen PS3?
I've got one.
Yeah?
Sony, get this, Anthony. This is the charmed life I lead.
Yeah.
Sony sent me one.
For free.
Oh, flipping out! I've got to email the guy back from Sony because he said if you want, I'll put you on the mailing list for free games, and I ignored that email.
Oh.
I'll do that during the next news.
How'd you get it for free, Ian?
You have to have been on a television show that wasn't that popular at the time, but people look back quite fondly and launched the careers of two of the world's most famous comedians about 6 years ago.
And what was that show?
I don't remember. Anthony, listen, thanks for that.
Yeah, see you, Anthony.
Good lad. 0870 90 90 973 is the telephone number. It's Shakar.
Yo, Ian, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
I was just calling to tell you about the idea about the super soccer.
Okay.
I've been doing that at my workplace for like absolutely ages now.
Hang on.
I work with primary school kids, right?
Yeah, hang on a second there, Shakar. If you're calling in to say it's your idea, you're...
I'm not calling in to say it's my idea,
Okay, good,
right? But
good.
I'm going to make it sound even better, right?
Yeah.
What we do, yeah, we get 4 teams, right?
Yeah.
And we set up 4 benches to set up as goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the kids sit behind the goals, right? And each kid is a life. So that they have 7 lives, for example, if you've got 7 team members.
What?
Right?
This doesn't sound anything like the brilliant game that is Super Soccer.
They come out, right? And if they score a goal past your goal, right, where the bench you're sitting, you sit down and you've lost a life. And then whoever's left with whoever's last left, the team that has the most kids left behind the bench, right?
Right.
They're the winners.
But what's that, but so it's not to do with goals?
It is. They have to score goals in each other's benches.
But if there's one kid left, but he hasn't got that many goals,
right? It doesn't matter. You just have to protect yours. But what you
right. Well, that's it. It doesn't matter. So, but in my game, it's goals that win, not kids.
Yeah, but the kids score goals though.
But you could be. You got 4 teams, yeah.
Right.
Like in Super Soccer. Copyright me. Right. Right. So you got 4 teams.
Yeah.
But you're saying that there could be one kid left. He's the winner, yeah.
If he hasn't scored a single goal yet.
And he hasn't scored a single goal. And he's the winner. He's the winner, right? And his team haven't scored a single goal. Is that what you're saying? Nonsense.
Yeah, but think about it.
Nonsense. Nonsense. That's not soccer. That's not soccer. That's like Super Space. Do you ever used to play Space Invaders? Where you had kids running up against the wall and you buzzed them with a tennis ball?
Oh, do you remember that console that came out, right? And you had 125 games on it, right? And Space Invaders was the first one on it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
As you got on to the 12th, 13th game, right?
Yeah.
And this is supposed to have 125 games. It got repetitive.
It got back to Space Invaders. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was talking about Space Invaders where you had kids running up against a wall and you buzzed a tennis ball at them, and if you hit them, they were out.
I haven't played that one, actually.
Well, you should. It sounds like you've got the perfect opportunity. You're an adult. You work with kids. You can make them play it, Shakar.
Yeah. Have you played Killer Instinct on Nintendo? Nintendo on the old one?
No.
Look out, Britain! Another Churchill Challenger is waiting in the wing.
Oh, Churchill?
Yes?
They say you'll beat the renewal quote on my car insurance because your prices are so low.
Oh, yeah.
If I use the internet and get a quote online, it could be lower and quicker.
Oh, yeah.
Churchill, I know you offer low quotes, but don't you think you're taking it too far?
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right, madam. Come on, Britain. Buy online at Churchill.com. Offer available on a like-for-like basis with 3 claim-free years. Conditions apply.
Ian Lee's Good Evening.
Oh, do you know what? It's not been a bad first hour to the show. It's I was thinking it might be a little bit lacklustre. Or it being Tuesday and all, but it turns out it's been all right. 0870 90 90 973. Philip's in the South Norwood.
Good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Philip.
A bit in the Metro today, and it set me thinking that maybe you could tell people tonight where they can get £65 million.
What?
There's an article about all this money that is down the back of our sideboards, down the side of cars, in clothes.
Down the sides of cars?
Yeah, it's, in other words, it's pennies and money that has dropped out.
Right.
And is hiding down, just waiting to be found.
Right. What?
And according to this story in the Metro, there is 65 million waiting to be found.
What, in my house?
Oh, no.
I'd be very surprised. I would notice if I dropped £65 million worth of change.
And there's about 10 places they say that the money is. In the street, 26 million.
Yeah.
Handbags and suitcases, 11 million.
Handbags and the suitcases, yes.
In your car, 7 million.
Yes.
Down the back of sofas, 5.9 million.
Oh, blimey.
In clothes and shoes, 3 million.
How much... Philip, have you therefore put your hand down the side of your settee?
It's funny, yeah. I tell you what I found. I found an Isle of Man pound note that I'd had, years ago.
Oh, does that work anymore?
Well, I gave it to a friend of mine who collects them, and he gave me £1 for it.
Well, he's an idiot.
So I don't know whether he's going to go to the Isle of Man. I don't know, but
I'm supposed to go to the Isle of Man. Chris and I are supposed to be appearing on Big Al's phoning show, and we've not got around to sorting that out.
I went to the Isle of Man once. Actually, I went for a day trip.
And you end up living there?
No, and I went over there for a few days. You've got to be careful, Ian, because if you go over there and the TT races are on, make sure you don't come out of your, if you're living out on the course. What? You might get a motorbike go by.
Have you seen Death Race 2000?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I was in the library today and I downloaded the poster.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's...
I remember the poster, yeah.
I've got the black and white one, but you can get it in colour.
Have you ever seen the film?
No, I hadn't seen it. I heard about it. David Carradine.
Yeah, David Carradine gives Stallone a good kick-in.
It says in the poster, in the year 2000, hit-and-run driving is no longer a crime. It's the national sport.
It is. It's a very low-budget film that I stayed up till 2:30 on Saturday night to watch, and I loved every rubbish second of it.
Because the bloke who directed it, he made a lot of films himself.
Oh, he did. Philip, listen.
I'll tell.
Philip, I've got to go. We're going to the news. Cheers, mate. Thank you. 0870 9090 973. A terrible film, but superb as a direct result of being terrible. We'll speak to Hussein and possibly you here after the news, isn't it?
On FM,
on DAB,
and online. This is LBC 97.3.
At 8, knife attack in North London, Branson's solution to airline pollution, and Simpsons fans get chance to clown around. It's 8 o'clock, I'm Holly Holland. An investigation's begun into the stabbing of a man in Finsbury Park. The victim, who's in his 20s, suffered knife wounds during an assault in Blackstock Road just before 6 o'clock. We don't know how serious his injuries are. He's been taken to hospital. Virgin Atlantic is set to become the first commercial airline in the world to use biofuel to power its planes. The airline has teamed up with two of the biggest names in the aerospace business to design a biofuel that can be used by commercial aircraft. Speaking exclusively to LBC, Chairman of Virgin Atlantic Sir Richard Branson told us how likely it is to have an impact.
If successful, and we're pretty convinced that this time next year we'll have a 747 in the sky as an experimental plane powered by biofuels, that will not emit any negative carbon output at all. So if we can pull that off, and then if one can produce enough biofuels, then there's a good...
The coroner in charge of the Princess Diana inquest is stepping down. Lady Butler-Sloss says she lacks the experience to deal with an inquest with a jury. She'll be replaced in June by Lord Justice Scott Baker, the third person to take charge of the hearing. Joshua Rosenberg is the legal editor of the Daily Telegraph. He says a lot of people were surprised she took it on in the first place.
She had served as a judge for an unprecedented 35 years. She'd already been retired for a year or two. She's 73 now. And I suspect that she thought this was going to be a fairly short, sharp inquest.
A judge in Tokyo has ruled there's insufficient evidence to convict a man over the murder of hostess Lucy Blackman from Sevenoaks. But Joji Obara will serve life for a series of rapes on multinational women and the murder of an Australian. Lucy's mother says she's heartbroken, while her father's expressed bitter disappointment. Her sister Sophie tells us the legal battle will go on.
It's already been a quarter of my life that I've been fighting for the justice for Lucy. And here we are today, and again we're facing years and years of legal battles. It's just so disheartening.
In sport, extra security's in place for Manchester United's Champions League semi-final against AC Milan tonight. Officers are hoping to avoid a repeat of the clashes that marred the game against Roma 2 weeks ago. And Manchester United have got an early goal. Cristiano Ronaldo put them ahead after 5 minutes at Old Trafford. And Simpsons fans will soon get the chance to go to Krusty Land. The hit show's being turned into a theme park ride at Universal Studios in Orlando from March next year. The motion simulation ride will give visitors a virtual reality trip. In travel news, an accident is blocking a lane out of town on the M23 between the M25 and Junction 9, Gatwick Airport. In London's weather, the chance of light rain tonight, but staying mild with lows of 12 degrees Celsius. And it'll be bright tomorrow with a high of 21 degrees Celsius, but there could be some showers. The sun rises at 5:44. LBC, it's 8:03.
LBC Plus allows you to listen to your favourite shows on LBC 97.3 again. Log on to lbc.co.uk and go to LBC Plus to click and listen again.
Did you know that Lloyds TSB is the only high street bank who'll send you a free weekly text balance update? Waiter, scratch the fizzy water. I'll have a bottle of your very finest champagne. Actually, let's not go nuts. I'll have a bottle of our champagne. Still celebrating, aren't we?
If free weekly text balance updates sounds like your kind of bank, why not make the switch? Visit lloydstsb.com. Lloyds TSB. For the journey. Registered personal current account customers with internet banking.
Experience Vancouver's vibrant nightlife, amazing shopping and international cuisine. Stay at a Whistler resort and marvel at the spectacular Whistler and Blackcomb Mountains. See the beauty of Victoria and visit the famous Butchart Gardens. Experience Canada and visit British Columbia on a 7-night package holiday from only £859 per person. Call Travel Pack, the tailor-made holiday specialist on 0870 128 8006 or visit travelpack.com. At all protected, subject to availability and date restrictions.
Did you know that Lloyds TSB is Britain's most popular bank for current accounts? That's like being the most popular boy at school, I would imagine. Only with more financial responsibility, branches throughout the country, and staff. Obviously.
If being the most popular for current accounts sounds like your kind of bank, why not make the switch? Visit lloydstsb.com. Lloyds TSB. For the journey. GFK FRS, 6 months ending February 2007.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
I like the mushy peas. 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 I like the mushy peas.
Oh, what did I do there? Line 9, you're on the wireless. Oh, bottle it. Okay, that's fair enough. You're allowed to bottle it if you want. So, the second hour of the second show this week. There's no significance in that. I just, I'm really itchy because in my mum's attic, it's all that. You know that, like, fibre stuff? Like insulation?
Fiberglass?
No. Insulation. You know that... just thinking about it is making my teeth go on edge. Oh, imagine eating it. You know... I've just done that. As I was talking about it, imagine just eating it. Or even worse, pulling it apart. Isn't that bad?
It's like wiry wool.
It's like, you know, cotton wool. Imagine pulling, like, a big ball of cotton wool apart. It's like that, but, yeah, it's like wiry wool. Oh!
Is it yellow?
There's loads of it, and because she had it done like maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago, so it's all like loose and everywhere. I've got it all down my back, so I've got really itchy back because of this stuff. Well, imagine if it was on your privates.
Could be asbestos.
It probably is. It's probably. I think it's 25% asbestos. Yeah. You know. Oh well. Hussein is in the Swanley.
Hi, Chris.
It's Ian.
Sorry, Ian. First time caller.
That's okay. Don't worry, fella. We'll get there.
I've just of interest on your earlier conversation about your friend and the TV. Was it John Lewis?
Well, it wasn't. No, it was. I was saying TV.
Yeah.
As an example.
Okay. Well,
I suspect it may have been a bed.
Well, right. Okay. Well, so we won't go in there. I'm in a similar situation. Yes. A phone company made me conversation for a faulty handset.
Yes, a faulty handset.
And then a month later, I've got a level 5, 8 pence.
A 5, What?
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
£500.
Yeah, and 8 pence, yeah.
£500 and 8 pence.
£580.
£580?
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't want to reveal the actual figure.
Well, you did. I've bullied you. Yes.
In case they're listening.
Okay. They've not asked for it back yet?
Oh, no, they haven't. I spent the first check, and the second check is it's been in my account for the last 3 months. And I'm
3 months.
I need a mattress. My mattress, this spring is actually bobbing out. And I'm just... how long was your mate... how long was it they asked the money back?
Well, this is the thing. This is what I don't know. I was trying to sit on this. He was trying to... My friend... No, it wasn't me. I wouldn't do that. My friend was trying to sit on this money for as long as possible. I believe he lasted... What's the date today? It's the 24th. He lasted 5 days under a month.
Right.
So just over 3 weeks, not long at all.
Right.
Would have been nice. It was a lot of money.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's very tempting, you know.
But I don't know. This is what I'd like to know. What is the length of time that before it becomes yours?
Well, I would, the first time I would send this money back, but because they really, really messed me up a big time, I was going to return it the first time, but about 30 pence short. Say that was for the stamp, for sending a cheque back. But I kept it.
Yes.
I kept it, and I still got it, and I don't know, man. It's just because they messed me about a lot of time, and
Right. Oh, do you know what? I just went to lean on the desk there, and I missed it, and neither of you two saw it, which is good. But I just went like that. Yeah, just a little. Ooh. But I've opened up to it, which means I still feel embarrassed by it. The fact I've said it means I'm embarrassed by it. Sorry, Hussein, I was not really listening. So, well, I can't advise you to keep the money because there's probably some legality here. But 3 months it seems like a long time, which would imply that possibly they've forgotten about it.
yeah. But then if they ask back, if I spend it,
If they ask for it back, you have to give it back. You can't say, "Hey, listen, fellas, I bought a mattress.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I needed it because there was springs coming out of the old one."
It's quite bad, you know.
If they ask for it, well, I'm sure it's a bad mattress, but that isn't going to wash when they say, "Well, in that case, we're going to take you to court. Bring your mattress to court, and we'll see." You'd have to give them the mattress.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. Then you'd have nothing.
Anyway, thanks, mate, and good show, mate.
Thank you, Hussein. I hope that was helpful. It's been a long time since I've practised law. Leon's in the Lakeside of all places.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm good.
You good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're just talking about Space Invaders with the tennis ball.
With the tennis balls. And the way we played it as a kid, without getting too Andy Crane, was we had like a wall in the middle of the playground, and we'd walk like Space Invaders. So you do that thing where you got your arms down by your side, and then you sort of take a step to the left and your arms go up, and you go down, and up, and then you make the noise.
Did you use a tennis racket?
Didn't use a tennis racket, no. We had a tennis ball, and we buzzed it hard, man. I remember a friend of mine got hit right in the old ding-dang doolies.
Oh, right, yeah.
And we were just at that age when those things were starting to, you know...
Yeah.
Very nasty.
Did you do the Tunnel of Death?
Oh, was that where everyone made a tunnel, and then someone went through it, and you just kicked them?
You just kicked the hell out of them.
Yeah, I don't remember. We didn't call it the Tunnel of Death. I think we called running the gauntlet.
Was that what it was?
I think so. And this was like when we were like 10 years old. Little boys are horrible, aren't they?
They are terrible.
But the thing is, you'd always get a kid who'd volunteer to run the gauntlet.
Oh, yeah.
Should we play Run the Gauntlet? Yeah, go on, I'll do it. And he'd be the one, he'd go through it knowing he was going to get booted.
He's going to get kicked in.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. You imagine playing that now as an adult.
Oh, can you imagine? It'd be good when it's especially with Dr. Martins and stuff like that.
No.
Your cousin, sorry.
Yes?
Don Lode.
Oh, Don Lode, yes.
He just sent me over the new episode of Heroes.
Oh, no, don't, because I'm a little bit behind on Heroes. I'm only on episode 10, yeah.
All right, let's come back on, and we can talk about Lost now, can't we?
Oh, I don't know. I want to talk about last Sunday's loss, but I've not spoken to Clive Bull, and I know he's forced to listen to this show because it's piped through LBC Towers, and I don't want to ruin it for him.
Did you get those new pictures I sent you?
I did. Oh, hang on a second. We can hang on a minute. Let me just take this call because we'll find out. Is that Bob?
Yeah, hello. No, sorry, he hasn't seen it yet.
Okay, well, he's there, is he?
Oh, he's saying he's going to go for a walk.
Okay, well,
I wouldn't go for a walk. You might get mugged. I wouldn't go for a walk.
What?
No. Oh, sorry, Ian, sorry.
Oh, did you hear that? Clive Bull was in the background. The Clive Bull. Fantastic. He's staying put, is he?
Well, I'll try and get him to watch the football or something.
Okay.
Okay, you can talk about it quietly.
Oh, thanks, Bob. There we go.
All I wanted to say was I've got your wonderful podcast.
Yeah.
And it seems like Geeky Tommy's following my line of questioning about Desmond keep going back into the future.
Yes. Yeah, I know. It could be. I didn't look at those pictures you sent me. I looked at one and then I stopped because I'm assuming they're from this coming episode, are they?
I don't know. I just found them.
Oh, just found him, you little... It's getting good, though, isn't it?
It is good. Hopefully I'll be talking to you about it on Friday.
Leon, well, I hope... maybe I'll speak to you then, mate.
All right, mate, I'll speak to you.
Cheers, fella, bye-bye. We will be careful. Yes, Clive should have watched it by now, but I like Clive and I don't want to muff it up for him. Speaking of Clive, here's one now.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Clive.
I just want to speak to you about this Super Soccer thing.
Well, yeah.
See, there's a sort of slight, fault in the plan, because, what's going to happen if one side commits a foul? Who's going to get to take the free kick or whatever?
The team that has been fouled against, obviously. Next.
Well, but what if nobody got fouled?
Well, then it's not a foul.
Well, I mean...
You're throwing stuff at me. I know nothing about football, but I know that Super Soccer stands.
I mean, I invented a similar thing for pool. You can do it with pool, whereas, for example, if the person gets 2 shots rather than the person who's caused the foul, giving the other guy 2 shots. And
listen, forget your big gay Super Pool. This is Super Soccer, right? If Arsenal fouls Chelsea, Chelsea gets the free kick, and West Ham and Man U can go fish.
But even so, I mean, you think you're probably going to have need to have something at least like rotating the teams around. Because what if you've got one rubbishy team on one corner? They're just going to constantly get it from all the other teams. It's going to be a bit boring, isn't it? You're maybe going to need to rotate the teams round a bit. Or goal gets scored, they move goal or something. Because all the action's going to be in one corner.
Someone scores and they move goal. Are you?
Well, what if you've got like Manchester United on one side, and just to their left is like Wigan Athletic or something.
Well, they're not going to be playing Wigan. They're going to be playing teams in their league, and the way they choose their goals is each goal is given a number, and they draw cards for it.
Well, that's going to be a bit unfair for if you've got the best team and their goal is next to the worst team, then it's going to be boring.
Football's unfair if you've got a good team playing a bad team. It's football.
Yeah, but it's not, if you've got a good team playing a bad team, then, OK, the bad team is a disadvantage, but that's because they're a worse team. But the thing is, if you've got a good team... Say 3 good teams against 1 bad team.
Well, then that bad team
has got the bad team on the edge next to them.
But what's that got?
What's advantage to the?
What's that got? What has? Amanda can wait because I want to thrash this out. What has? The thing is, they're all playing each other. So if I'm Man U and I've got Wigan Athletic next to me on the left, well, why is that? Why is that even relevant?
Say for example, okay, you've got the rubbish team at North, yeah. Right. Well, the teams at East and West have got an unfair advantage over the team to the South because the rubbish team is next to them.
But the team to the South can go to the team to the South can go to the North goal.
Yeah, but it's further to run, mate.
Well, it's not that much farther. It's a square.
What do you mean it's not that?
What do you mean they've got further? What do you mean they've got further to run? At kick-off, when there are 4 teams taking a kick-off, and that's going to be fantastic, they've all go...
Yeah, but it's not always from kick-off, is it? I mean, as I said, say for example, one team's got a goal kick.
Right.
The distance, if they're going for the goal directly
Clive, no, he's talking absolute tosh. It works. Let's have this, shall we? Jeez, sorry, Amanda. He's arguing about Super Soccer, a sport that I invented, and it's going to be big. Let's have the travel news, please.
OK, let's start off to the north of town in Finsbury Park. That incident still closing off Blackstock Road both ways between Ambler Road and Rock Street. That's been on the go for a couple of hours now, so traffic is very busy around there. All the buses, of course, will be on diversion there too. To the east of town in Mile End, and there's still a crash causing restrictions on the A11. That's heading into town at White Horse Lane. Whilst down in Kingston, there's a contraflow on Wheatfield Way both ways between Kingsmore Road and Orchard Road. And it's also got a closure too to Brook Road. It's all because of an ongoing crash there that's been on the go since well into this afternoon. M23, that's looking much better now, going away from town towards Gatwick Airport after there was a crash there earlier. And there's good news too to the west of town in Hounslow. The A4 is all open again, coming into town towards Sutton Lane as that crash is cleared. It's still busy in the area though, and it's also still slow in Hammersmith after there was a broken down coach on the flyover earlier. Heading back up to the north of town in Watford, Stevenson Way is still blocked off with a serious accident around Beecham Grove. That's causing big delays in the area as it's been shut since early this afternoon. On the tubes, and there are delays on the Circle and Northern lines, severe delays on the Piccadilly line, but good news for Russell Square Station as that's all open again. LBC 97.3 travel, your next update is in half an hour.
I got the menopause when I was 12 years old. I dreamt up a phone number and found my bride-to-be.
A flesh-eating virus ate my stomach.
I found out my best friend is sleeping with my 18-year-old son.
You couldn't make me up. With Nick Ferrari at breakfast. All this week from 10 to 9. LBC 97.3.
Did you know you can contact Lloyds TSB by phone or online 24/7? Try it. Give them a call tomorrow morning at 4:15 if you like. You can chat about anything you want. Although I'd kick off the conversation with something, you know, financial. Otherwise, you'll sound weird.
If being available 24/7 sounds like your kind of bank, why not make the switch? Visit LloydsTSB.com. Lloyds TSB. For the journey.
Galliard Homes always strive to provide our buyers with superb capital growth investments. Emerging market economies are growing at fantastic rates and can provide incredible opportunities for capital growth from a very low base. It is with this in mind that we now invite you to our first ever Emerging Market Seminar, introducing Pirin Spa Bansko and Horizon Sky Beach Resort Bodrum. Two exciting new resorts, both being fully managed and offering 6% net guaranteed income for 4 years. These developments represent a buy-to-live or let lifestyle 12 months a year, with prices at Pirin Spa starting from only £35,000. Special incentives will be offered only to those who attend our exhibition and seminar on the 28th and 29th of April at the Cumberland Hotel Marble Arch. Don't miss out. Pre-book your seminar seat now on 020 7620 1500. That's 020 7620 1500 or visit galliardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know that Lloyds TSB have more branches than any other British bank? They even have one in Havant. Do you see what I've done there? I have one in Havant. It's spelt differently, there's no apostrophe. But you get the general gist, they've got a lot of branches. Good that, clever. Well done me.
If having more branches sounds like your kind of bank, why not make the switch? Visit LloydsTSB.com. Lloyds TSB. For the journey.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Yeah, so, during that travel break, I was arguing with my producer about where football started, and because we're talking about Super Soccer, 4 goals, and Chris said, "Oh, I bet, you know, the proper football only started with 1 goal, and then progressed to 2. Well, no. How would that ever... Dr. Rahim?
Well, hello, sir.
Yes, did football, right, have I got this right, or did I dream this? That football used to be played across an entire village, and you had to get from one end of the village to the other end with a pig's bladder?
The football, I believe, used to be played with the head of goat. That they would use the skull from the goat.
Oh, jeez.
And they would play with the football. And I'm not sure about the goals, but it is originally a game from Uzbekistan.
Oh, okay, so Uzbekistan. Okay, well,
Yes.
okay.
Contrary to popular belief about the English starting game.
Well, if anyone else knows the origins of football, 0870 90 90 973. Have I actually just asked that?
Can you hear me?
Pardon?
Can you hear me? I'm on motorway.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, thank you. I'm concerned about the issue of the game for the playground. Now, I think you're opening a can of worms with this game because my son, the young one called Banjit.
Which game are we talking about? Running the gauntlet?
Yes, this such game because my son, Banjit, he play one game, but I'm not sure that the participation is consensual.
Oh.
Because he played the game called the Boots.
The Boots?
Boots.
Boots.
And everybody, they throw one ball, and when it hit one person, they all shout, boot, 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 and everybody run, and they give one good kick to the person, and they shout boots.
That's not nice.
Always, it is him receiving the boot, and he laughing, pretending that he enjoy.
Yeah, but he doesn't really. Inside, he's crying.
Him telling me that he's not so sure about the joy for the game.
Well, that if it's not consensual, and I mean, that's not very nice, and that I would say that's bullying, Dr. Rahim, and obviously that is a terrible thing.
Can you hear me?
Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Well, yes, I'm having a conversation with you.
I'm on motorway for the Birmingham.
Have we just gone back in time and started this home conversation again? We've just done this bit, haven't we?
I'm sorry, but the resolution for the phone is not so clear.
Okay, right. Well, maybe we'll leave it there, Dr. Rahim, but send my love to Bunjit.
Thank you. Nice for speaking with you again.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yes, we don't condone the bullying at all, and I'm not even saying you should be playing. Don't play Run the Gauntlet. It was what we used to do in the old days, in the late 70s, early 80s, when we were stupid. People were well stupid in the old days. We used to have toilets. I didn't. My nan did. Toilets outside in the garden. I used to hate my nan's outside toilet. Oh, my great nan it was, not my nan, my great nan. Outside toilets, and it was dirty and cold, and there were spiders out there. Oh, you probably still got them in Welsh, haven't you, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Jean is in the Leighton.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Jean.
How are you?
Oh, I'll bring that fader down a bit. I'm fine, thank you.
How are you?
Yeah. I refer you to my last answer.
Oh. When's Prison Break's guest coming on?
When's what?
The Prison Break guest coming on.
She's coming on Thursday.
On Thursday?
Yeah, let me just get. Hang on, let me get the information. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
So I want to get this. Do you watch Prison Break?
No, I've never heard of it.
Oh. Oh well, that doesn't really
matter.
Well, it doesn't really help. What helps things? Hang on, gallery. Let's get. Where is she? Where is she? I need to watch a few.
I think it's a week on Thursday.
You told me it was this Thursday, Chris, and then when I mentioned it on the show yesterday that it was this Thursday, you said it was this Thursday. So
No, the 30th, I told you.
Right, well, that's this Thursday.
Can't be.
Well, no, there is no Thursday the 30th. It's the 24th today.
I didn't mention Thursday.
You said Thursday.
When?
Well, you said Thursday in the office yesterday, and then when I said to you, when I said to you yesterday, who's coming on Thursday, you went, oh, the woman from Prison Break.
Oh, no, I meant 30th.
Well, but why did you say Thursday then?
Oh, I didn't. I said 30th. You probably...
You did, no, you
misheard.
Said, I didn't know, because you said Thursday. No. You actually said Thursday.
Monday the 30th.
You didn't say Monday or 30th. You said Thursday.
30th does sound like Thursday.
It doesn't.
It's
it doesn't.
a common mistake.
It doesn't. It's not a common mistake. It's not. It doesn't, and it isn't. You said Thursday. You know you said Thursday. When I said to you yesterday, who's coming on Thursday, you went, oh, the lady from Prison Break. You didn't say, oh, no one's coming on Thursday, Ian. I meant Monday the 30th. You didn't say that.
Oh.
She's probably coming on Monday, Jean.
Oh, Monday?
Yes, Dr. Tancredi from...
How's your flat getting on, Ian?
It's getting on all right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, and that football team thing.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Super Soccer.
Yeah, soccer, sorry.
Super Soccer.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Look, Sarah Tancredi. Chris, is that who's coming on? Sarah Wayne?
Sarah Wayne, yeah.
It's Dr. Sarah Tancredi.
Wow!
If you're going to perv, can you not do it so that it pops in my ears? Idiot. Go and perv quietly on your own. Well, Sarah Tancredi's coming in on Monday.
On Monday. You're looking forward to meeting her?
I am, because I like Prison Break. Yeah, it's a brilliant programme.
How's Heroes getting on?
It's good, Heroes, yeah.
I've never heard of it. What's it about?
It's about some superheroes.
And what channel is it on?
It's on Sci-Fi Channel, but it's going to be on BBC Two in the summer.
Oh, in the summer? I have to catch that.
Yeah, you should do, Jean.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to catch it. And how's your nephew, Ian?
He's fine. I saw him last weekend. Not this weekend, just gone, the one before.
Yeah.
And I hung out with him in the back garden and we played bubbles.
Did ya?
And he's very well, actually. In fact, I'll give my sister a little call tomorrow and see how he's getting on.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Ian.
Well, thank you, Jean.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Lots of love.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, it sounded like she got bored by the end there. Okay, bye. It's like a child. I've seen something better than you, bye. Jim is in the Texas.
I seem to recall.
Sorry?
When I was a child.
Yes.
We would be made to
eat sandwiches.
Eat pig's testicles. The testicle of a pig.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
We'd been made to eat that. If we didn't eat the testicle, we would have to spend the night living out with the pigs.
Right.
And we'd be married to the pig.
Oh.
We'd be the cure. We'd have to. We'd be the husband of the pig.
Okay, so you'd spend the night out with it. Wow, that sounds terrible.
I do believe that's why I won't use pig. had my sandwiches now.
That would make sense.
But I've had a pretty good day today.
Well, Jim, can we come back after the news and find out what happened in your day?
I'd like to. Yeah, we can.
This psychic business is new to me, but I'm definitely getting something here. You're near a machine with buttons on it, a radio! Wait, there's more. It's the future now, like a few days in the future. And I see pictures this time. It's a TV! You're tuned to the Hallmark Channel, and you're watching a show about a psychic investigator who ain't really psychic. Man, what a fraud!
Ever pretended to be something you're not? Psych. Brand new comedy crime drama from the creators of Monk. Premieres this Friday at 7, exclusively on the Hallmark Channel, Sky 153 and Virgin TV 190.
Tired of being awake right now? Unable to drift back to sleep on a regular basis?
You don't have to have insomnia to know how lack of good sleep can impact on your work, your life, and your relationships.
You don't have to suffer anymore.
Help take back control of your sleep now with this remarkable self-hypnotic program.
Order your MP3 download or CD today by simply logging on to mymindworks.co.uk. That's mymindworks.co.uk.
After a major refurbishment, Marouche One is open again, and it's better than ever. Join us any night of the week at Marouche One to enjoy not just the finest in Lebanese cuisine, but also exotic belly dancers and authentic live music in luxurious surroundings. Open till 2 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Marouche One on Edgware Road. Call 020-7723-0773 to book your table. Marouche One. We're back on the scene.
Available on DAB Digital Radio. This is LBC 97.3.
It's 8:30, I'm Holly Holland. Police are investigating after a man in his 20s was stabbed in Finsbury Park. It happened just before 6 p.m. on the Blackstock Road. He's been taken to hospital. Sir Richard Branson has pledged to make his airline more environmentally friendly. He's announced a deal worth up to £4 billion to replace the bulk of the Virgin fleet with greener, more fuel-efficient Boeing jets. One of the July 21st suspects has said he thought his co-defendants would kill him if he tried to run away after uncovering their plot. Manfo Kwaku Asiedu told Woolwich Crown Court he went along with what they wanted him to do on the morning of the alleged attacks so he could escape. 6 men deny plotting murder on our city's transport network. The coroner in charge of the Princess Diana inquest is stepping down. Lady Butler-Sloss says she lacks the experience to deal with an inquest with a jury. She'll be replaced in June by Lord Justice Scott Baker, the third person to take charge of the hearing. In travel news, an incident in Finsbury Park is still blocking Blackstock Road both ways and causing delays. In London's weather, the chance of light rain tonight, but staying mild with lows of 12 degrees Celsius. Bright tomorrow with a high of 21, and there could be some showers. Sunrises at 5:44. And looking further ahead, mainly dry on Thursday with a mix of sunshine and cloud. LBC, it's 8:31.
The beautiful villages of Andalusia never fail to capture the imagination in this very Spanish corner of Spain.
Teletext translation, Spain.
Here you'll find many charming Moorish hotels where you can enjoy an aperitif on jasmine-scented verandas with breathtaking vistas towards the glittering coastline.
Teletext translation, charming hotels.
A relaxing 2-week break here includes accommodation, meals and flights.
Teletext translation, 14 nights, all-inclusive.
Teletext on ITV and Channel 4. Holidays without the blah blah.
Galliard Homes always strive to provide our buyers with superb capital growth investments. Emerging market economies are growing at fantastic rates and can provide incredible opportunities for capital growth from a very low base. It is with this in mind that we now invite you to our first ever Emerging Market Seminar, introducing Pirin Spa Bansko and Horizon Sky Beach Resort Bodrum. 2 exciting new resorts, both being fully managed and offering 6% net guaranteed income for 4 years. These developments represent a buy-to-live or let lifestyle 12 months a year, with prices at Pirin Spa starting from only £35,000. Special incentives will be offered only to those who attend our exhibition and seminar on the 28th and 29th of April at the Cumberland Hotel Marble Arch. Don't miss out. Pre-book your seminar seat now on 020-7620-1500. That's 020-7620-1500 or visit galliardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Excuse me, mate. Do you know the way to the quayside?
Yeah! What you're going to do is go straight down this road until you hit a little bridge next to a big tree, and then when you take that left over the hill, you follow the road round past the post office, letters, until you come to a junction, turn right there past the phone box, bring. There's a big field full of cows. When you get there, take the left down the hill. There's just past the road, just round the corner. You can't miss it!
Top up on your caffeine as well as your fuel at Total. Our freshly ground coffee is just 10p a cup until the 24th of April at participating service stations. Total, you know where to turn.
LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870 90 90 973.
I like the mushy peas. So, Jim, why was today so good?
When the horses won't cross the stream, you know it's going to be a good day.
And did they do that?
They did today.
Why is that a good day?
I had a good day today.
But why does the horses...
They won't cross the stream.
They won't?
They won't cross the stream.
So they didn't?
They did not cross the stream.
Today?
Today.
So it was a bad day?
It was a good day today.
Despite the fact the horses didn't cross the stream?
That's right.
Why won't they?
They know it's going to be a good day for Jim. They stay out of my way. But I was doing a bit of advertising for my little business that we've discussed a few times.
Hang on, Jim, can you just wait there 1 second? I've just got...
I can.
You can't?
I can, if you want to find his sandwich...
Well, hang on. Chris?
Advertising.
I said the 30th.
You didn't, mate. You said he said Thursday.
Yeah, he did.
Right, hang on. Betty?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get Chris to give you a call back.
Yeah.
All right, love.
Okay.
Bye-bye. He said Thursday. He's a muppet. Right, anyway, yes, Jim. So, the horses did not cross the stream, but despite that fact...
They did not.
You had a good day.
They did not.
You had a good day.
I was advertising for my business with a sandwich board.
Of course, and your business is sandwiches.
The irony is, I had this sandwich board, and every day we have the sandwich of the day on the sandwich board.
Right.
Today, I wrote, Caroline, will you come out with me tonight? On it with the bees on it in the corner.
Well, that's a strange sandwich. What's that? A Texan delicacy?
She was more than impressed. I might say.
This is an actual lady.
Suffice to say.
Yeah. He's not listening to me, is he? He's just talking. He's not actually engaging in conversation. He's just talking. Okay, Jim, carry on.
That's right.
Carry on talking. And not engaging with me. Don't cry. Are you crying with emotion?
Wait, ate a sandwich.
You what? You ate a sandwich with onions. Don't cry. Suffice to say, she saw your sandwich board.
That sandwich board was rocking, hip hopping.
So have you been? Have you been out with her?
Have I? Say again, please.
Have you been? I'm saying it. Have you been out with her?
I have once.
Tonight.
Tonight. She's here now. She's there.
But obviously, in Texas, it must be daytime.
It's about
It's about
10
what?
hours. 10 hours behind.
So what time is it there?
Let me check my pocket watch. It's 8:30.
Yeah, here. What time is it?
Yesterday is 8:30.
Yesterday.
Where you are.
It's 8:30 yesterday.
Where you are, it's 8:30 today where I am. That's Texas. Across the A and the I.
Okay. And can we speak to her?
You cannot speak to her. She gone now. She just left.
Okay. Well,
she's not going to speak to me again. Because I told you about the sandwich board rocking. She was... made a fool of myself today.
You did, Jim, yes.
I say farewell.
I accept your farewell, and I say good day to you.
Don't go lonely into the night.
Jim, he's gone. He's put the phone down. That was a sad. Sorry, let me just see what. This is line 9. You're on the wireless.
G'day, Ian.
Hello.
How are you, mate?
I'm fine, thanks.
No, it's me. It's Mark. Mark in the park.
Oh, it's Mark in the park. Your Mancunian accent had got a little bit Cockney. Have you been hanging out in the East End of London?
No, you see what happened was, right?
Yeah.
Listen to that sexist fella there, and I'll tell you where he's from. He's from Skegness.
What?
He's having a laugh, that bloke.
You don't think he's from Texas?
Don't come knocking when the sandwich board's rocking.
Yeah, I've got that album.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, isn't that by
Cradle
Yes?
of Filth. Cradle of Filth. You're a fan of the Filth, aren't you, Ian?
The Filth?
Cradle of Filth.
Oh, Cradle of Filth. Yes, I love them. I can't get enough of their pop songs.
Death metal and all that.
Yes, I like all that. And that's where they come from, is it?
I ain't got a clue, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Cowboys, Texas, all that palaver. He's off his head, that bloke.
Can I just say, well done you for not getting riled up when that woman phoned up last week to have a go at you.
Oh, do you know what I mean?
When we had Frank on and it got a little bit nasty.
I'll tell you what the problem was, Ian.
Yep.
Right, it was a beautiful day.
Yep.
Just been down the laundrette.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. She's obviously used Daz or any other available washing powder
all of them are
available
excellent.
in your supermarket.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Don't want to do all that commercial garbage.
No.
Right.
What?
And it's obvious, right, that she got in, she'd done her washing,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
done a full load, all the whites. She got on the washing line, right, and she ran out of pegs. She was fuming.
What? It does happen, I believe.
It does so.
Do people still use pegs, Mark?
I don't know.
No. Anyway, we
have a couple of gypsies come round and sell them to us every now and again, so we're always stocked up.
Okay, I don't think you can say gypsy anymore.
Okay, not?
What the hell, who cares? So, was there a reason to your call?
I just wanted to say hello, and I just thought that bloke from Texas was absolutely bonkers.
You thought he was putting on his accent?
I'll tell you what, if he offered me a sandwich, there's no way I'd try his mayonnaise, you know what I mean?
Mark, thanks for that.
Well, hang on, Ian.
Yeah?
Don't cut me off, man.
Oh, well, okay.
Just do what you do with the other...
It's Mark in the park.
Oh, that Muppet.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
All right, Chris.
I put him straight through. I didn't realise it was him.
Tell me it's all right. I'm not going to lose my rag today.
Okay, we'll just stay calm. That's why. Mark, this is why you don't get on very often. Is because you lose your rag with Chris.
No, sorry, mate. Sorry, Chris. Right, Ian, guess what's on the cards, man?
The Ace of Spades. That's not bad, is it?
Jokers are wild.
Yeah.
No, we're having another fondant fancy party.
Oh, fantastic.
I know. And we're going to up the ante.
Yeah.
Because you know what we're going to do?
Go on.
Right, we're going to have a session, like, you know what they call it? Like, the kids of today call it a Leo Sayer, like an all-dayer.
Oh, is that the phrase, is it?
I don't know. I'm not hip to the beat. I'm not urban right like that, am I?
Oh, yeah. You're going to have a Leo Sayer?
Right, we're going to have a Leo Sayer, but the first half of the day, right, is we're going to make our own fancies.
Oh, geez, that sounds hard.
And then as the sun sets, we're going to crack open a cans of the finest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some really rough, ropey lager.
Yes.
Right, maybe twist off that waxy bit that you get on a bottle of rum. Do you know what I mean? Break the seal.
Yeah, yeah.
And then as the sun sets, we're going to get out the Victoria Spuns.
Fantastic.
We're going to get the fancies. Yeah. We might even get out the Jammy Dodgers, the bourbons, or the bourbons, but they will be bourbons. Have you ever dipped a bourbon into Jack Daniels?
Listen, I can't condone this behaviour, Mark.
No,
this
no,
is
wait,
too crazy.
Wait.
What?
Well, then what we're going to do, right? We're going to get a Victoria Sponge and we're going to load it with cream.
Oh.
And we're going to like, remember when you used to go swimming, you used to have a free swim?
Oh, free swim, you can do any style you want.
You do it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Bombing, heavy petting, even smoking by the pool, whatever.
Yeah.
Running, you could go crazy.
Yeah.
Right? And then what we're going to do, individually, we're all going to dip our fingers in the cream of the Victoria Sponge.
I've got young people listening to this.
Well, let me do that, right? If you're a young person, right, and you're into dipping your finger into a Victoria Sponge, right, do it.
No.
Right, no, don't do it. Sorry, don't do it, right? But if you do it responsibly.
Yeah, I can't
get your granny to show you how to do it, and make sure you clean under your finger before you do.
Hang on, Michelle, do you want to talk to Mark?
Yes, I do.
Go on then.
This is Michelle who come on and spoke to Frank Side, but
Oh, God.
he just said I've been doing my washing Monday.
Oh.
Can you get?
Hang on, love. Let me sing you a song.
And listen, you.
Oh.
I weren't doing washing Monday. I'd had a bad day.
All right, you're doing your ironing or you're drying.
Listen, you sexist pig.
I'm not being sexist, I'm only having a laugh, love.
What I was doing, right, I'd been to the hairdresser's, she'd cut too much of my hair off, and I was upset. And the lovely Frank Sidebottom cheered me up with a lovely song. All I said about you sounded like a cockney. And there's too many cockneys on this show. There's not enough brummies put on this show.
Well, it's a London-based radio station, Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Brum.
No.
Good old Brummy town I'm calling from.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Michelle, can I don't want to sound like an idiot or out like that, right?
What, Mark?
But I'm gonna say something that's fact.
Okay.
And it's been proven, right, by them people at Oxford or Cambridge or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That people who apply for a job, right, who have got Birmingham accents in a job interview, they don't get the gig.
Oh, that's an insult.
Isn't it? That's disgusting,
That's
that.
disgusting.
But have you ever heard how you talk, Mark?
I know, but you know what I mean?
A Manchester voice is terrible when you hear it on the radio.
Well, there's a debate. Which is worse, a Manchester voice
It's terrible.
or a Brummie voice? They're both pretty poor.
Hey,
What about your voice,
Ian, what's that lady called?
She's called Michelle.
Michelle, love. Michelle. Right, I'm going to break down the boundaries, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread some free loving by inviting you to my fancy party.
Where is he?
I don't know, I can't tell you on air, else we'll have everyone turning up with a Queen Victoria sponge, won't we?
Yeah.
We might even get some rebels who turn up with just a wafer.
Mark.
Can't do that.
Can I just say to you, have you ever heard how Ian Collins speaks? When he's on about other people's accents?
Hang on, Ian Collins from Talk Sport.
Oh, sorry, Ian.
This is LBC, you silly mare.
Sorry, Ian. But Ian, have you ever heard how you talk on the radio? I ain't being funny with you, but have you ever heard your accent?
I haven't got an accent.
Eloquent, Ian.
Ian, can I just say, Chris has got a lovely voice who answers the phone.
Yeah, Chris is a Welsh.
Chris should be doing your job, and you should be doing
Right,
Chris's
Michelle,
job.
I'm going to cut you off for being an idiot.
Oh.
Yeah, and Mark, I've got to go because it's the travel.
All right, Ian, can I just say, mate, well done, that was the right decision. She's absolutely...
Yeah, right, OK. That was... those two should just get a room, I believe, is the phrase. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Travel news now, it's Amanda.
Well, problems at the moment on the northern stretch of the M25. There's a lorry on the hard shoulder. It's on fire on the clockwise carriageway at junction 23 at South Mims. Not blocking off any lanes, but apparently blowing smoke onto the main carriageway, so obviously causing problems to your visibility there. In at Watford, Stevenson Way is blocked both ways with a crash around Beach and Grove. It's been causing delays in the area since early this afternoon, I'm afraid. Also busy to the north of town around Finsbury Park with an incident still closing off Blackstock Road, both ways between Ambler Road and Rock Street. Good news now to the east of town. The crash is cleared from Mile End. It's all open again, heading into town on the A11 at Whitehorse Lane. But in Kingston, there's still a contraflow on Wheatfield Way, both ways between Kingshall Road and Orchard Road because of an accident there. And it's also still closing Brook Road as well. On the tubes, there's longer to wait for Northern and Piccadilly line services, but looking good on the rest of the underground now, and also doing well on the overground trains. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in half an hour.
Nick Ferrari has breakfast. You are the biggest sexist so-and-so I've ever heard in my life.
Is that sexiest? Are you coming on to me?
Sexist.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were coming on to me.
IST, sexist.
Am I the sort of man you'd like? I am, aren't I? Because I'm a real man. I don't go around making quiche and crying and things like that and understanding pasta and wheat germ and that nonsense and making the bed. I'm a real man.
Which is why he highlights his hair and bleaches his teeth. Nick Ferrari.
This is a man's world.
Weekday mornings from 7 on London's biggest conversation. LBC.
So, we'd like you to knock through to the kitchen here.
That's no problem, darling. Oh, just one thing. That Persian rug there.
Yes?
Do you want us to spill paint or cement on it?
When you've got the builders in, it's best to get your stuff out. So store it at Safe Store in a clean, dry and secure storage unit. And right now, your first 6 weeks are free when you stay for 8 at any Safe Store in and around London. Safe Store, the UK's #1 for self-storage. Call 0800 444 800 or visit safestore.co.uk.
When you store it at Safe Store, it's all right.
Need car or van insurance for a few days? Then go to tempcover.com. Tempcover.com is the new easy service for great value motor insurance from 1 to 28 days. Ring us or go to tempcover.com for a policy within 5 minutes. Whatever you need it for and whenever you need it. Tempcover.com gives you drive-away cover for as little as £5 a day. And as tempcover.com is a separate policy, your current no-claims bonus is safe. So go to tempcover.com now or call 08707 87 35 35. Minimum cover period and other conditions apply.
After a major refurbishment, Marouche One is open again, and it's better than ever. Join us any night of the week at Marouche One to enjoy not just the finest in Lebanese cuisine, but also exotic belly dancers and authentic live music in luxurious surroundings. Open till 2 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Marouche One on Edgware Road. Call 020-7723-0773 to book your table. Marouche One. We're back on the scene.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Now, Neil?
Yes?
Do you use the eBay?
Did I what?
Do you use the eBay?
Now, there's a bone of contention on the old eBay. I don't, really.
Why?
I have done, once.
Why is there a bone of contention?
Because I'm not really a computer man.
Oh.
And I've had something to sell, and I used eBay.
Yeah.
And, no, it's all a bit confusing for me.
Well, I've recently... OK, get this. OK, now this is going to sound petty, but I think it's the point that counts, right? I won a bid on something on eBay.
What was it?
It was some old computer games, right? Some old computer tapes.
Right.
The winning bid was, it was about... I'm not sure exactly. It was about £5. Let's say it was £5.
Right, yeah.
It was 10 cassettes. The postage and packing was £4. Was £4.
Right, yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that's about £9 in total. Right.
Yeah.
I won it, and I checked my emails today, and the guy emailed me and said, "Yeah, sorry, mate. Could you send me an extra £1.25 because I miscalculated the postage and packing?"
Right.
Now it's only £1.25. I can afford that.
It's the principle, Ian.
Well, it's the principle and the fact that we've entered into a contract.
Well, I've just had an eBay experience myself.
Yeah, go on.
Where somebody offered me more than the final price was.
Oh, what? Yeah.
So I dropped the fella. I know it's bad. I know because I'm not eBay literate.
No.
But he offered me a certain price, and somebody else had offered me another price that was more. And I said sorry. He rang me up. I said sorry. I've got a bigger price. He said you can't do that. I've won the bid.
It's a legally binding contract.
Well, I said, what are you going to do? Give me a bad name on eBay? I don't care. I haven't got a computer, really. So, go ahead.
Okay,
and
tough guy.
The bloke turned up today. I've had a terrible day.
Yeah.
The bloke turned up today to buy it.
Was it a car?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Camper.
All right, yeah.
VW. Lovely. And he turned up today to buy her, take her away. Brought his dad. He'd already been to see it.
Yeah.
And said, I love it. But I think it would go more than I can offer you. Well, I said, well, I like you. I'd like to cut your jib, shoot your hand, everything. I'll accept what you're offering.
Yeah.
Right. And he turned up today with his dad.
Oh.
His dad said, no, don't buy it.
Oh.
So he just spent all afternoon kicking me tyres and draining me loins. And
he drained your loins?
He drained me loins today. Absolutely, I'm loin drained.
But then that is a karmic retribution, Neil.
It is. But fortunately, the man who first offered me is still interested. So I'm back on. I'm back on.
Did you have to make a humiliating phone call? You went,
I did.
that camper
I told him
van?
my phone was cut off and I couldn't ring him back.
Genius.
I lied.
And so he's going to come and buy it?
He's going to come and buy it. He's sending me a cheque.
Okay. Well, that's make sure the cheque clears, obviously, because there's a big dodgy.
Of course, yeah.
But I've emailed this. Well, I've emailed this bloke back saying, to be honest, mate, I'm not going to pay you that £1.25 because that bid I made was my maximum bid. I'm not going to give you any more money.
Yeah.
So we've got to see. I mean, it's £1.25.
And what's he saying? What's he saying?
He's not got. Well, tell you what, shall I log into? Let me log into my email. Hang on a second. I'll have a little log in, see if he's got back to me, because I just saw this before the show.
What's your login name?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, go on.
No, I'm not telling you, because I'll tell you why. This is why. I ages ago, I gave out a couple of... basically, I said what a couple of things that I had bought, right, on the eBay.
Right.
And then,
right, so you get everyone looking.
Well, yes, and then I had a couple of things through the post to my house from a mad woman called Molly, right?
Listen.
And I said, how did you get my address? Oh, I worked it out. I worked out who you were on eBay, and I got your address through that. And there's a
listener.
Yeah, a mental woman, and then she found out another. Hang on a second.
Don't get involved in listeners. Never get involved.
No. Oh, he's not sent me a message yet, but look, one of the things I'm being bidden on has been outbid, so I need to bid on that. Hang on. Yeah. I don't let people know who I am on the eBay.
Well, this is my first eBay experience, and I must say, I've abused the system to a certain extent, and I'm thankful that the system is coming around to protect me now.
Yeah, well,
I'm
eBay is brilliant. It is fantastic, but
I thought I would use and abuse, but now I will respect it now. I respect the FR tag.
Yeah.
Now, that Jim, he's fantastic.
Oh, the sandwich dude?
He's brilliant.
Okay, yeah, well, he's
he cracks me up. He cracks me up. But what I would love to hear is Jim and Arab on the phone together. That would be super.
It would be some phone call. I don't know if we get any sense out.
That could happen.
I think it could. I think it definitely could happen. Well, in fact, we'll try and arrange it for next week. If Arab, if you're listening.
Oh, that would be superb. Now, anyway, what I rang for.
Yeah.
I'm in the pub. I'm in the Sandrock in Shirley because the Shirley Inn's shut down for decorating.
Right. The what's been shut down for decorating? Sorry, I was reading.
The Shirley Inn shut down.
Oh, it's a pub, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And we're up the Sandrock now.
Yeah.
The Shirley Inn shut. And we were just chatting, and there's a couple of Joes in the pub. There's a couple of Neils.
Yeah.
There's 2 Terrys.
Yeah.
And there's at least 3 Daves.
Right.
That's because it's a real pub.
What?
EastEnders pubs, and, well, just general soap operas.
Hang on a second, I've got a statistic about Dave's.
My name is Robert in the Romford, and everyone in Britain knows a Dave.
It's a fact. Everyone in this country knows a Dave.
That is a fact.
It's a fact.
That is a fact.
Right.
But your soap opera pubs never have more than one person with the same name.
Do you know that's true? But it's because most people who watch soap operas, and I put myself in that category a year ago,
are with 2 names.
Are thick. Are thick.
You're dead right. Yeah, dead right.
And it would become confusing. And
oh no, but it's real life in London.
You can't say that anymore.
All right.
Because we've dropped that now. It's now London's. What is it? London's
conversation.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, it really annoys me that you can't have more than one person in the soap opera with the same Christian name, first name.
Don't
say Christian names anymore.
No, you don't say Christian names, do you? A forename. Is it a forename?
First name and family name.
What's a forename?
I know if you've got 4 names, I suppose.
I was up in the attic, right, today. Yeah. Guess what I found? And this is weird. And I forgot I had this.
Yeah.
A tombstone for my dad.
You what?
Seriously.
You what?
A tombstone for my dad.
You found a tombstone for your dad?
In the attic. It's a wooden one, and he's alive. The fella's alive. I don't see him, but he's around somewhere.
Who made it?
Well, he got one made ages ago. Now, that's weird, isn't it?
No, I'll tell you what, if it's wooden, it's probably a template, Ian.
No, it's real. I tell you what, because he used to do props and stuff for the BBC, and there was a thing when they needed a load of tombstones, so he got one knocked up for himself, which is quite a cool thing to have.
Yeah.
But I found that and I forgot all about that. It was a bit odd, I thought.
Well, that's something I was wondering. You know you'll start work at 7?
Yes.
Ish.
Yeah. Well,
you've got to get in early, obviously.
For the rehearsals.
What do you do for the rest of the day? I mean, are you lounge around until you got to work,
no.
or do you do other stuff?
I do other things. I do some voiceovers for.
For instance, today, your typical day today.
Well, Neil, we'll have this. Neil, stay there. We'll have this conversation if we have to after these.
I took the inside track.
I took the inside track.
I took the inside track.
Over 65,000 people have attended Inside Track's free introductory workshop since 2002 to see how they could profit from property without going round the houses. Inside Track 0870 1244 614 or insidetrack.co.uk.
I'm not going to lie. I can't tell a carnation from a chrysanthemum. But I do know the difference between voicemail and Bluetooth. I don't know when you need to go to the flower markets, but I do know the best tariff for your early mornings. I wouldn't know how you deliver 30 bouquets on time, but I do know hands-free will let you talk while you have your hands full. I don't know how to do your job, but I do know how I could help you get on with your business, which is why you're the florist, and I'm an O2 business specialist.
Now available in O2 shops or on 0800 432 0202. It's your business. See what you can do. O2.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Okay.
Ian?
Yes, Neil.
Ian?
Yes, Neil.
A Cub Scout's just walked past.
Kick him. No, don't do that. Don't. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Okay,
well, thanks.
What do you do all day anyway?
It depends. Today I was at my mum's all day because we had builders.
What time did you get up and go out?
Today I left my flat at just after 9 o'clock. Normally I wake up about 7:30 because the cat wakes me up. I try and stay in bed till about 8:30, dozing if I can.
Yeah.
But if she's being really irritating, I get up and feed her.
Yeah.
Then I go and potter around on the computer a bit, check my emails and stuff. Then I have a shower. On a good day...
I'm on board now.
Okay.
My camper, I don't know whether to sell it or not. I love it to bits. And
you're going to sell it to this dude.
Sorry?
You're going to... Oh.
What?
Look, some guy's trying to call us on Skype. Skype doesn't work, Dave, in Texas.
Dave's not in Texas, because if Dave was in Texas, when he said it's damage 20 after, he would have said 20 past 8.
Right,
he would have said 20 after 8.
Dave is definitely in Texas.
He would have said 20 after 8.
Dave is definitely in Texas.
Dave is not in Texas.
Dave is in Texas.
How do you know?
Because you're talking about Jim.
Jim!
Yes, I'm talking about Dave.
Very sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. You can't help being an idiot.
No.
Well, listen, we've had... I'm cutting you off now.
Bye.
Yeah. Andy, sorry, mate, you've been on the line for ages.
No problem, mate. It's fascinating listening to you.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's very generous, but yes. What can I do for you, sir?
Do you know what? I've got renewed respect for you now, matey. I heard you talking about Arthur Lee and Love earlier. And, do you know, most times when I mention him and them to people, those are who? What?
Well, they're idiots. I've seen Arthur Lee live. I was trying to work it out yesterday, actually. I think I've seen him 5 times.
Wow.
And I've met him a couple of times.
Years ago, didn't he?
He died last year, I think it was.
Yeah.
I met him a couple of times. I danced with him once.
Fantastic.
He's just superb. And come on, forever changes. But also,
I've got that CD here. I dug it out while I was waiting. What a fantastic album!
But that's good. Da Capo's good, and also False Start, which he did in about 71, which gets completely overlooked. But it's a brilliant rock record.
And do you think that Alone Again Or? I mean, some people think that is the best record ever made.
Well, it's one of the best songs ever made.
It certainly is, isn't it?
And the irony is, he didn't write that one. Brian wrote that one.
Brian McLean.
Brian McLean. So the best song Love ever did, Arthur Lee didn't write.
That's one of those songs that when I'm playing it in the car, I just have to sing as loudly as possible.
Andy, listen, I've got to go, but thanks for that, mate.
No problem.
Cheers, fella. There we go. Talking about Love, one of the best bands ever.
On FM,
on DAB,
and online. This is LBC 97.3.
At 9, another victim of knife crime in our city. Virgin on Green, Branson announces biofuel plans. And how about some rich tea with your cuppa? It's 9 o'clock. I'm Holly Holland. There's been another stabbing, this time in Finsbury Park. A man in his 20s has suffered knife wounds during an assault in Blackstock Road just before 6 p.m. We don't know how serious his injuries are. He's been taken to hospital. Plans to run passenger jets on green fuel within 2 years have been announced by Virgin Chairman Sir Richard Branson. His airline's joined Boeing and engine maker GE to design biofuel that can be used by commercial aircraft. Earlier, Mayor Ken Livingstone renewed his view that leisure air travel should be restricted. Speaking exclusively to LBC, Mr Branson told us there's a solution to pollution that will suit everyone.
He ought to encourage ethanol-based cars to be run in London, and it's that kind of move which I think will make a real difference. Now, as far as intercontinental airlines, I don't think you should be discouraging people from flying. But what we've got to do is try to get clean fuels for those planes and try to make sure those planes are far more efficient than they've been in the past.
A man's been hit by a bus in Kingston. We're told the victim's seriously hurt. An air ambulance has taken him to the Royal London Hospital. It happened just after 5:30 on Brook Street. It's unclear if anyone on the bus is injured. A suspect in the July 21st terror trials told the court he thought his co-defendants would kill him if he tried to flee after discovering their plot. Woolwich Crown Court heard Manfo Kwaku Asiedu went along with what they wanted him to do on the morning of the alleged attacks. He's accused of being the fifth bomber who lost his nerve at the last minute and dumped his device in Little Wormwood Scrubs. 6 men deny plotting murder on our city's transport network. Obese or overweight kids eat twice as much after they've seen an advert for food on TV. A study by the University of Liverpool also found that children of normal weight upped their eating by 84%. Researchers showed kids a series of food adverts and toy adverts followed by a cartoon. The amount they ate after the food ads was significantly higher than following the toy adverts. In sport, Manchester United are 2-1 down to AC Milan in the Champions League semi-final first leg at Old Trafford. United went ahead on 5 minutes after Milan keeper Dida fumbled a Cristiano Ronaldo effort. 2 goals from Kaká, the second after a horrible defensive mix. Italian side ahead. Now, how much are you prepared for a cuppa?
prepared to pay for a cuppa. Well, anyone with a taste for a brew and a large wallet should head to Harrods tomorrow, where you can buy the world's most expensive and exclusive teas at auction. Dragonwell tea leaves are expected to exceed £1,000 for 1 kilogramme. In travel news, there is a lorry on fire on the hard shoulder of the M25 clockwise at junction 23 South Mims, blowing smoke across the road. In London's weather, the chance of light rain tonight, but staying mild with lows of 12 degrees Celsius, and it'll be bright tomorrow with highs of 21. LBC, it's 9:03.
Listen again. Listen again. Listen again. With LBC Plus, you can click and listen. Find out more by logging on to lbc.co.uk.
Did you know that Lloyds TSB has been voted Britain's most trusted bank for 7 years running? Must be nice, that, to be trusted, trustworthy. Nice. I can't be trusted with anything. Scissors, matches, next door's wife. Well, I'm joking about next door's wife. You can trust me about that.
If being the most trusted for 7 years running sounds like your kind of bank, why not make the switch? Visit lloydstsb.com. Lloyds TSB, for the journey. Reader's Digest Most Trusted Brand Survey 2007.
After a major refurbishment, Marouche One is open again, and it's better than ever. Join us any night of the week at Marouche One to enjoy not just the finest in Lebanese cuisine, but also exotic belly dancers and authentic live music in luxurious surroundings. Open till 2 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Marouche One on Edgware Road. Call 020-7723-0773 to book your table. Marouche One. We're back on the scene.
Did you know that Lloyds TSB is Britain's most popular bank for current accounts? That's like being the most popular boy at school, I would imagine. Only with more financial responsibility, branches throughout the country, and staff. Obviously.
If being the most popular for current accounts sounds like your kind of bank, why not make the switch? Visit lloydstsb.com. Lloyds TSB, for the journey. GFK FRS, 6 months ending February 2007.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
In there, Helen's yawning, I'm yawning, Chris is off in space, I don't know what he's doing. 0870 9090 973. I put Betty on callback.
Oh, I wonder why she was there.
Well, yeah, I put her on callback. Yes. What have we been talking about? Well, Super Soccer, which is genuinely a brilliant idea. 4 teams play at the same time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write up the rules of Super Soccer, and I'm going to put them on the LBC website. So if you want to look, if you want to start playing Super Soccer,
I can do it. I'll do it. You don't have to go on it at all.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
No, it's all right. You just pass it to me, and I'll put it on the website. You don't have to.
Well, I don't actually know how to access the website to put stuff up there anyway.
Yeah, it's too hard.
No, you won't tell me the passwords. But I will. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to lbc.co.uk, and there's I've got a page up there.
I got a page up there, but it's haven't used it for a while, but I might have put some stuff.
Have you updated your page?
It's just like some
brilliant. Well done.
It's just some facts and figures.
All
about
of
me
you
and stuff.
rush and look at Agent Chris's page because it's probably the most exciting page on the website. It's not. It's rubbish.
Well,
where you want to go?
Yeah.
Shut up. Is go to the blogs. We've got a blog sent in, by the way. I can't remember who sent it in. Who sent the blog in? Oh. It was Jill sent the blog in. That'll be up on the... There's lots of stuff. There's the whole LBC Plus thing where you update, you download podcasts and stuff like that. lbc.co.uk.
Don't forget to check out my page.
Oh, yeah, check out Chris's page. It'll be really exciting.
Page.
Yeah. Leave it, Chris.
I'll work hard. All right?
Right, shut up. Look, both Josh and Josh have been on the line exactly the same times.
Hello?
Hello, who's that?
It's Josh.
OK, Josh, you're first. You beat Joshua?
Yes.
OK.
Yeah. I'm the producer of J-Con. Do you remember?
J-Con. Oh, that rubbish rapper.
Yeah. No, he's great.
Oh, okay, the great rapper. Yeah.
Yeah. He's made a jingle, and he's waiting to.
We'll put him on.
Well, after I've spoken to you.
What?
After I've spoken to you.
Okay.
I'm a bit better.
Okay. Well, you speak.
Yeah, we're going to try and get our teacher to call up.
Your teacher?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And, hello? Hello?
Hello, is that Jacon?
Oh, yeah, it's Jacon.
Are you with Josh?
No, he's at his house, but he told me that he's going to call up, so...
Okay. Can someone turn that bloomin' Dalek off? It was really good first 2 hours, by the way. Cack, third hour. And then can someone say something?
Hi, Ian.
Right, okay, right. What do you want?
What happens when you get raided?
Oh, well, there's a website and they raid us and they phone up and they say, do you like Mudkips?
Yeah.
Then they sing a little bit of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and then they put the phone down. That's it.
Okay, also, when will you be able to get the rules for Super Sucker?
I'm going to... Right, turn your radios off. I'm going to type them up this week.
Okay.
It's a good game, isn't it?
Yeah, because we might be able to play it in PE or something.
Yeah, try and get... listen, all right, this is it. Young people, try and get your PE or games teachers to let you play Super Soccer...
Yeah.
Now.
I'm going to get my PE teacher to call up tomorrow, and you tell him to do that.
Okay, well, yeah, please do.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else? Jacon, you got a trail for us?
Yeah, I got that. And also, I've got the, origins of football.
Oh, yeah, go on, very quickly, in less than 10 seconds.
Okay, throughout the history of mankind, the urge to kick stones at other objects is to live through many early activities involving kicking and the running with a ball. Football-like games predate record history in all parts of the world, and thus the earliest forms of football are not known.
Brilliant. Right, Jacon, do it.
Okay, yo, check this out. Here's a little something I wrote for the show tonight. Iain, lay down some beats.
I've got to do beatbox, hang on.
Just do it quietly. I'm a rapping MC, being that ever since I was 3. They call me Jacon, and here's a little something I want to shed light on. Don't be a player hating, because you and me, we're part of a gang. If the LBC don't have us, there would be no bang. So unite, let's flight, and make a show tonight. Dial 0870 90 90 973 with the real Iain Lee.
A wiki remix. Jacon, thank you for that.
That's all right.
Josh, thank you for that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, good lad. Okay, right, let's move you to there. Joshua.
Mr. Ree.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm good.
Talking about eBay, we were talking about some bloke earlier on.
Oh, yeah, the fella, I bought something, and he wrote back saying, oh, can you pay me another £1.25? I got the postage wrong.
Well, I had the same kind of experience before.
Right.
And if they go wrong the first time, that's their mistake. The burden is on them to make it right the first time.
It is their burden, isn't it?
Exactly. They should know what they're talking about.
The thing is, I feel so petty because it is only £1.25, but it's his mistake. If he's imagine, I'm sure he's not, but imagine if he did this to 100 people. That's 125 quid. He makes.
But also, if he's the first time that he's ever dealt with anybody at all, then maybe it's not too bad.
No, he's hang on, let me go to my eBay and let's have a little look because he's got quite a lot of good feedback. Hang on a minute. Let's go to my eBay. Oh, this computer's so slow. Right. Messages. Let's have a look at his messages. See if he sent me anything else. Oh, hang on. No, that's not it. Hang on. I know this isn't exciting radio. An idiot. Right, what did I win? I won that. Wasn't it? Oh, where the flippin' hell is it? Everything I've won, go there. Oh, dear. That. And the thing is, I've paid him already.
Yeah.
What? Josh, are you talking to someone?
Yeah, sorry, I was just telling my daughter I was speaking to Iain Lee.
Oh, okay. I've paid him already. Right. He's got 99.1% positive feedback. He's sold over 600 things.
Then where's the 7.5% gone then?
Well, exactly. That's the thing, isn't it?
If you check all his negatives, if you got time to go through the whole lot of them, you find out there's some dodgy dealings going on there.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't want to make a big thing about it, but it's his fault. He's muffed up the thing. But the thing is, he if it doesn't go through, right, then you have that awkward standoff where one person is waiting for the other person to leave feedback. Because if I leave bad feedback about him, he'll leave bad feedback about me.
That's right.
And then we're both knackered.
Mm-hmm.
Because my feedback, bizarrely, is 97.3. Isn't that weird?
How come?
No, it's 97.4 now. Well, in the early days when I started eBay, like years ago, I must admit I didn't follow through a few of the purchases I made. But this was like years ago. This is, you know, a long, long time ago. I've had no negative feedback in the last 12 months.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great. But I just want to say about one more thing that I got from eBay, which is you have to get one of these things.
Go on.
Right. Keep quiet.
What did she say? What was that?
It's India.
What did she say?
Dalek.
Is she say? I hope she's saying Daleks.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was saying. Okay, well that's.
Listen in.
Exterminate. You are an enemy of the Daleks. You must be destroyed. You would make a good Dalek.
Excellent. Well, thanks for that, Joshua. Yeah. Okie dokie. I have not got a clue what that was all about. That's bizarre. Sifu.
How you doing? You alright?
I'm good.
Have we got the broccoli song?
Oh, Chris hasn't pulled it off yet.
Oh, I don't
He's
know.
got to get it off the computer, and he's not done it.
Has been any raiders on tonight?
We've had no raiders.
Oh, I'm surprised. Yeah, I think we've won them over now, Ian. I think they've become fans of the show. They're in for the long haul now.
Yeah, I think they could be. So
I think we've won.
I think we scared the raiders.
I think we probably did.
Well, but hey, let's not speak too soon, Sifu, because if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, the past few weeks we've had this obnoxious website have tried to raid us on the Sunday night show, but it's a show where calls go straight to air, and their calls are normally quite funny anyway, so I like them. But anyway,
Ian, I missed the bit tonight where that I can't remember the lady's name from Birmingham calls in.
Oh yes, I don't remember her name.
She's always complaining.
Yes.
What's going on with her?
Miserable mare.
She's giving the Birmingham callers a bad name, I think.
Yeah, she's a little bit grumpy.
Without disrespecting her Birmingham people, because I'm from Birmingham.
Oh, are you from Birmingham?
I certainly am.
Oh, I did not realise that. I do apologise.
It's all right. She gives us a bad name, I think.
Yeah.
She sounds like a thick brummie.
A thick brummie. Yeah, well, you said that. I couldn't possibly.
I'm allowed to say that because I'm one myself.
Okay. Well,
can I say as well, I'm quite impressed with the beatboxing skills tonight.
It's not bad, is it?
You know, you might get yourself a go on Patsy Kenzie if you play your cards right.
What does? Yeah, I think Sifu. I'm not sure what that means, so we'll leave it there. I wouldn't mind a go on that. Actually, it sounds fun. Travel news now. Here's Amanda.
On the M25, the whole of the anti-clockwise carriageway is blocked between junction 24 at Potters Bar and junction 23 at South Mims because of an overturned lorry there. On the clockwise carriageway, there's also a lorry on the hard shoulder at junction 23 at South Mims. It was on fire earlier, but it isn't on fire now. But traffic's still looking a bit slow past the scene. In at Watford, great news here. Stevenson Way is all open again after clearance of the crash around Beach and Grove. It was shut for several hours today. Still not looking great though around Finsbury Park, with the incident still closing Blackstock Road both ways between Ambler Road and Rock Street. And in Kingston, there's a contraflow on Wheatfield Way between Kingshall Road and Orchard Road, and also closing Brook Road as well, and that's all because of a crash from this afternoon there. On the tubes, there are delays on the Northern and Piccadilly lines. Looking good though for the overground trains. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in half an hour.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast.
You love those Euro songs. Why would that be?
Because they are actually much better than most people think. Unfortunately, over here, we poo-poo the Eurovision Song Contest.
I hate poo-pooing.
I know, it's terrible.
Why do you suppose we do poo-poo in this country?
Because of Terry Wogan.
Is he the chief of the poo-poos?
He is unfortunately chief of the poo-poos on the Eurovision Song Contest.
He leads the poo-pooing?
He does, totally.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Don't poo-poo him. Weekday mornings from 7 on London's biggest conversation. LBC 97.3.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast.
Did you know that Lloyds TSB is the only high street bank to sponsor the London 2012 Olympic Games? What do you think my chances are? I mean, if I start training right now. Well, not right now. I'm going to watch these guys for a bit and finish my coffee. It's research, isn't it?
If a sponsor of London 2012 sounds like your kind of bank, why not make the switch? Visit LloydsTSB.com. Lloyds TSB. For the journey.
Galliard Homes always strive to provide our buyers with superb capital growth investments. Emerging market economies are growing at fantastic rates and can provide incredible opportunities for capital growth from a very low base. It is with this in mind that we now invite you to our first ever Emerging Market Seminar, introducing Pirin Spa Bansko and Horizon Sky Beach Resort Bodrum. 2 exciting new resorts, both being fully managed and offering 6% net guaranteed income for 4 years. These developments represent a buy-to-live or let lifestyle 12 months a year, with prices at Pirin Spa starting from only £35,000. Special incentives will be offered only to those who attend our exhibition and seminar on the 28th and 29th of April at the Cumberland Hotel Marble Arch. Don't miss out. Pre-book your seminar seat now on 020 7620 1500. That's 020 7620 1500 or visit galliardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know that you can call your Lloyds TSB branch direct? Hi, Susie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. That's all cleared up. Kind of you to remember. Glad I mentioned that.
If calling your branch direct sounds like your kind of bank, why not make the switch? Visit lloydstsb.com. Lloyds TSB, for the journey.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
It's a genius idea, man. I swear to God, Super Soccer is going to be the next big thing. Rupert's in the barking side.
Hello there.
Yes, Rupert.
Well, just the comments about the Brummies and whatnot.
Yeah, and the whatnots.
Having rubbish accents and that. Well, yes, they do, actually. Being a Brummie myself, hence the reason why I've moved down south. You do get fed up with Birmingham eventually.
It's an annoying accent, isn't it, really?
Yes.
Some accents are wonderful. The Cornish accent, I can listen to those Muppets speaking for ages. The Welsh accent, I can put up with it. The soft lilt of a Glaswegian is fantastic, but a Brummie, it's just irritating.
Thank you. Well, as I say, me being stuck with the damn thing doesn't really help. But you do learn to put up with it eventually. But then again, certain Cockney accents can be a bit cutting, a bit grinding.
Yeah, no, you're right. They can be really irritating. They're good in small doses, but for a long, extended period of time, it's not very comfortable listening.
Well, that's it. I mean, apart from that, what else does Birmingham have to offer? Apart from UB40.
Oh.
Actually, no, scratch that. Don't even think about offering
They
that.
are so bobbins. A friend of mine went and... Chris, did you go and see UB40 in concert? Was that you?
Yeah.
And you went and saw them at Wembley Stadium or something?
You actually paid
Wembley
money.
Arena.
You actually physically handed over money.
How much money? Yeah, how much did it cost you to go and see UB40 at Wembley Arena?
I won it in a pub quiz. It was £22.
Yeah.
Why would you want to? There's songs you say it's just the. I don't like reggae, but UB40, UB40. Well, that's something in that, isn't it? is just the blandest form of reggae imaginable.
Well, that's it. It's everyone's just said, "Oh, it's so romantic." Well, not really. No, it's something you wanted to turn someone off with. You'd put UB40.
Put UB40 in, and you ain't gonna be no loving action going on. Rupert, thanks for that, mate.
No problem at all.
Cheers, fella. There we go. Shall I take this call, Chris? Do we know what this is? Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Iain, can you hear me?
Oh, are you the guy from Texas?
Yeah, that's me.
Are you calling us on Skype?
No, I'm calling you. Yeah, I am calling you via Skype.
Oh, okay, this guy's from Texas. Fantastic. This is Dave,
Yeah,
is
I'm
it?
calling from Texas. Yeah, this is Dave.
Superb.
Excellent. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I didn't know that we could get calls from Skype. I didn't know that worked properly.
Yeah, it does now.
Okay, well, that will make your numbers come up really weird on the screen. It's come up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my!
And I can't believe that's actually your phone number. If it is, I've just given it out on the radio. I'm in very serious trouble.
Uh-oh. No.
Anyway, Dave, what can I do for you?
No, I just wanted to call and say I have a theory that the fellow who called just a while ago, Jim.
Oh, Jim from Texas, yeah.
Yeah. Why do I have the funniest feeling that he's not really, from Texas?
I don't know. Why do you have that funniest feeling?
It sounded like it was kind of like he was British or something.
Well, I don't know. Because the thing is, over here in England, we're famous for not knowing when people are putting on American accents or not, or specifically not knowing what region an accent is from. But you're saying, as a Texan, that it was a British accent.
Mm.
He had a Texas dial code when he calls in.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I stand corrected.
Can you? Okay. Well, can you do an English accent?
Yeah, I can. If I really try, if I really get into it, and I can sort of do one. If I've had a bit to drink, it's even better.
Well, go on then. Give us it.
Well, that was it.
Oh, that was worse than Dick Van Dyke himself.
Was it worse than Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins?
I love it. I love it when Americans do British accents. It's one of my.
Can't do it, can we?
No, well, But then again, we can't. Do you ever watch House with Hugh Laurie?
No. Is that a show?
It's a show over there where he pretends to be an American.
Oh.
But and he puts on an American accent. But he's quite upper class British over here. And I just go on.
I was going to say that Alfred Molina had a show over here, and his American accent is quite good.
Hey, listen, I think we've got another call from Texas. Hello, line 4. Is that Texas? What? Is that?
There's some music or something.
It says it's a Texas dial code on my screen. Oh, I know what it is. No, it's just someone calling in on Skype. That's all it is. We've got that in the system now. Alfred Molina had a show over there with. What show did he have?
Oh, I wish I could remember the name of it. It got cancelled about a year ago.
And he was doing an American accent.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like a dad of a family in Los Angeles or something, and he had a real good American accent.
He did it quite well, did he? Okay, shall I do my American accent?
Iain, let's hear your American accent.
Okay. So I'm over here in London, and I'm wondering what's going on with everything, and this is me doing my American accent. What do you think of that? Is it any good, Dave?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You're laughing, though, David. You're laughing. That's...
It sounds like somebody... Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. It sounds like somebody from, like, Wisconsin or Minnesota.
Is that near the Bronx? Because that's what I was aiming for, the Bronx.
Oh, the Bronx is even nastier than that.
I'm your cousin Vinny. I'm going to break your legs. That was rubbish, that one.
Yeah, that's more. But what you just did sounded a lot like a Midwestern accent.
Oh, okay. So I could potentially live in your country and no one would know I was English.
You could. They'd think that you were on something, maybe, but because it's very, very enthusiastic. But other than that, it sounded pretty good.
Okay.
You could have been from Minnesota.
Okay, well that's that. Do you know? I may go to Minnesota later this year and just try it, just see if I can get by.
There's not much to do over there.
No, it's out. Where the hell is Minnesota?
It's up what we call the Midwest, which is up in the north. It's in the Northeast actually, but we call it the Midwest.
Okay. Well, Dave, listen. Why are you? Can I ask why are you listening to us?
I've been an LBC fan since 1998, and I've listened to you religiously since then.
The classic years, some would say. But how? So, okay. Firstly, how did you find us? Well, just like messing around on the internet or something, was it?
Yeah. Back in 1998, I was like looking for internet radio, and I latched onto you guys, and I just enjoy your approach. I love all the DJs.
Who else do you listen to on LBC then? Who are your favourites?
I listen to Clive all the time. But I don't think he likes me. He never answers my emails. I think he doesn't answer much. So
well, he's quite. He doesn't always answer his emails. He's quite busy. But Clive is brilliant. Clive is one of the best.
I listen to James O'Brien.
Okay, so so one end of the spectrum to the other, yeah.
I got a lovely email from Anna Rayburn last week, which made my day.
What did Anna Rayburn say to you?
She said, Dave, I remember the time I came to Houston to deliver some kind of, it was a talk, I think, promoting a book. And she said that she had eaten a delicious American steak and had jacket potato with sour cream for the first time in her life. And so she has fond memories of Texas.
Do you think that the jacket potato and sour cream is a euphemism?
You think it is?
I wouldn't like to say, but that Anna Rayburn is a mucky old pup.
Is she? She seems kind of proper to me somehow.
Well, the proper ones are always the noisiest.
I guess it is, isn't it? That's the way you English operate.
I've probably said too much. Dave, listen, I've got to go. Thanks very much for that, mate.
Cheers.
Do call in again.
Bye. I shall. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
There we go, you see. My American accent, it turns out... Were you impressed with my American accent, Betty?
Now I'll have the news and I won't get you now.
What?
First of all, I was going to say...
You can come, Betty.
That bloke didn't come from Texas because he kept saying it's 8:30 at night.
Yeah.
Well, it would in Texas...
Yesterday.
It was 2:30 a.m.
It was 8:30 yesterday.
Well, that's what he said
Yeah,
tonight.
8:30 yesterday, he said today.
Well, I only heard the beginning of you.
Yeah. Well, Betty, you can come back after the news if you want.
Yeah. What, shall I hang on?
You can either hang on or we can call you back.
No, I'll hang on.
Because we're paying for it. You're not paying for this.
No, I'll hang on.
All right, love. Listen, I'll speak to you in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Cheers, Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This psychic business is new to me, but I'm definitely getting something here. You're near a machine with buttons on it, a radio! Wait, there's more. It's the future now, like a few days in the future. And I see pictures this time. It's a TV! You're tuned to the Hallmark Channel, and you're watching a show about a psychic investigator who ain't really psychic. Man, what a fraud!
Ever pretended to be something you're not? Psych. Brand new comedy crime drama from the creators of Monk. Premieres this Friday at 7 exclusively on the Hallmark Channel, Sky 153 and Virgin TV 190.
£50,000.
A £1 million portfolio.
6 properties.
A £1.67 million portfolio.
£100,000 profit.
Maybe more. I can never remember.
Inside Track helped these people turn an ambition to invest in property into portfolios, equity and profit. Find out if you could do the same at a free introductory workshop. If you want to profit from property, don't go around the houses. Take the Inside Track, creating over £139 million of equity for our customers since 2002. Call 0870 1244 614 or go to insidetrack.co.uk.
Order! Order! Would the right honourable member please acknowledge that before surrendering an endowment policy back to the Life Company, one should call AAP first? You could get hundreds of thousands more from them!
I have to say that I will call AAP, when the time is right so to do.
But will you call them now?
Look, as I have said repeatedly, and I will say again, I will call AAP when it is appropriate and in the interest of all parties.
Cut the spin. Call AAP now on 0845 073 1960. That's 0845 073 1960.
Available on DAB Digital Radio. This is LBC 97.3.
It's 9:30. I'm Holly Holland. A man in his 20s is recovering in hospital after he was stabbed in Finsbury Park. It happened just before 6 p.m. on the Blackstock Road. Sir Richard Branson has pledged to make his airline more environmentally friendly. He's announced a deal worth up to £4 billion to replace the bulk of the Virgin fleet with greener, more fuel-efficient Boeing jets. A judge in Tokyo has ruled there's insufficient evidence to convict a man over the murder of hostess Lucy Blackman from Sevenoaks. But Jojo Obara will serve life for a series of rapes on multinational women and the murder of an Australian. One of the July 21st suspects has said he thought his co-defendants would kill him if he tried to run away after uncovering their plot. Manfo Kwaku Asiedu told Woolwich Crown Court he went along with what they wanted him to do on the morning of the alleged attack so he could escape. 6 men deny plotting murder on our city's transport network. In sport, it's currently 2-2 in Manchester United's Champions League semi-final first leg against AC Milan at Old Trafford. In travel news, the M25 is shut anti-clockwise between Junction 24 Potters Bar and Junction 23 South Mims with a crash. And in London's weather, the chance of light rain tonight, but staying mild with lows of 12 degrees Celsius. Bright tomorrow with a high of 21 degrees, and there could be some showers. Sunrises at 5:44. And looking further ahead, mainly dry with a mix of sunshine and cloud on Thursday. LBC, it's 9:31.
Galliard Homes always strive to provide our buyers with superb capital growth investments. Emerging market economies are growing at fantastic rates and can provide incredible opportunities for capital growth from a very low base. It is with this in mind that we now invite you to our first ever Emerging Market Seminar, introducing Pirin Spa Bansko and Horizon Sky Beach Resort Bodrum. 2 exciting new resorts, both being fully managed and offering 6% net guaranteed income for 4 years. These developments represent a buy-to-live or let lifestyle 12 months a year, with prices at Pirin Spa starting from only £35,000. Special incentives will be offered only to those who attend our exhibition and seminar on the 28th and 29th of April at the Cumberland Hotel Marble Arch. Don't miss out. Pre-book your seminar seat now on 020 7620 1500. That's 020 7620 1500 or visit galliardhomes.com. Terms and conditions apply.
LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870 90 90 973.
Just, I'm on eBay. I'm a little bit addicted to eBay, and I'm just buying a load of old tosh at the moment. Right, close that down, because got to do. Oh, where's Betty gone?
I don't know, I didn't realise you'd gone.
Oh, right, let's get her back. Hang on a second. Let's got to do this on here. This takes ages because this computer's rubbish. I saw her name. Where is her name? Oh, rubbish computer. That's the one, isn't it? Oh, busy. What? Betty, love, put your phone down. We'll call you back. That was good. Well, didn't it? Betty,
Yeah.
Hello, Betty, it's me.
Yeah, I was listening.
Yeah, well, who did you put the phone down, or did Chris cut you off?
Well, he told me to put the phone down while the news was on.
I did not.
Chris, that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Don't try and blame this one on Helen. He said put the phone down, did he, Betty?
Yes. He said, I said, have I got to hang on while the news is on? So he said no. He said, I'll ring you back.
Right. Chris, she hasn't been out of the house in 10 years. And you do that to her, would you? Disgusting. Disgusting. Don't turn that microphone off. Turn it off. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your filth. I'm really sorry about that, Betty.
Oh, well...
We got you back in the end.
I had been waiting nearly an hour, and...
Yes. It's not good enough.
You see, there was only the news and Emmerdale...
Yeah.
...and football, which I hate.
I hate it. Unless it's Super Soccer, I'm not interested.
I was in the lounge, so I put the wireless on...
Yeah.
...and had you on.
Yeah.
Well, it started off, and you never finished. I heard... Oh, I knew you were at your mum's and these people were coming, you know.
Yeah.
Well, apparently 3 came.
2 came at once. One
3
turned up.
came at once.
Yeah.
Well, then it went to something else.
Right.
So I came to bed, switched on.
Yes.
And then
What?
your mum rang up because you hadn't left any money.
Oh, yeah.
And I still didn't hear the end of whether... You pick one of them, and one's doing the job.
Well, no, we're waiting for... This is the work getting done at my mum's house. We had 3 builders come and give a quote, and 2 of them came at the same time. We're now just waiting for them, because they'll send the quote in the post, and that'll probably take another week or 2 weeks. There was one man who both my mum and I liked very, very much, and I hope that he gives us a decent quote, because... and I hope he can do the decorating as well. He may not be able to do that. But he was a very nice man, and I'd like him to do the work.
Oh, that's good, because I've been conned and conned.
Oh,
Because
really?
I can't get out. I'm conned all the time.
Oh, really? Who's been conning you, Betty?
About the fire, and it's not a convector.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't got central heating because my husband hated it.
Yeah, what?
And I'm freezing cold.
Oh,
and it costs me £300 every quarter for the gas gas fire.
Yeah.
So I have to have a fan heater on, which is 115.
Yeah.
So it's over 400 every quarter.
Oh, blimey.
So I've switched to Scottish and Southern.
Oh,
they're much cheaper.
They're cheaper, are they?
Yeah.
It is very expensive at the moment, electricity and gas and things. It's all very pricey.
Yeah, I know. But they're cheaper.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a convector.
Right.
I was conned. Pay £975.
I think you mentioned this before, yeah. Oh, that's not
It
fair.
don't give out any heat.
Well, that's not fair, love.
No.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Because sitting all the day.
Doing what?
When I sit...
Sitting.
I can't walk.
No.
So I sit all day.
Yeah.
And in the winter, I'm frozen.
Yeah, I bet you are. Well, you've got to be careful. Have you got lots of blankets and things?
Well, I've got, I can't put them over my legs, because if I get up, I'll fall. Then when I fall, I can't get up.
But I thought you couldn't walk anyway.
No, I sort of hold on to everything, all the chairs.
I bet you do.
Doors.
Yeah. But well, you need to make sure you wrap up warm. I mean, it's all right now because it's getting a little bit warmer.
It's warmer now.
Yeah, but you've got to be careful because it's the old people in the cold. It's not a good combination, is it?
No.
No. Well, you've got to take care of yourself.
So I thought, I didn't hear the end of what happened.
Well, there's no real conclusion. We're just waiting for the quotes to come in now, and then we have to find, because my mum will have to go and stay somewhere for a couple of weeks while it's getting done.
Oh.
So it's going to be, it's still a little bit more planning to do yet. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And once it's done, it's going to look absolutely fantastic, and it's going to make her life a whole lot easier. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's not in a bungalow, is she?
No, she's not. But she lives downstairs now. She can't get up the stairs anymore.
See, I'm glad we bought a bungalow.
Yeah, I bet it makes a difference.
Well, I couldn't have gone upstairs. I would have had to sold if we'd had a house.
Yeah. Well, Betty, listen, thanks for taking an interest in my mum, and I'll pass on your good wishes.
Yes.
All right, Betty.
Yeah. And are you off Thursday this week?
No, I'm in. It was only one Thursday I had off.
Oh.
It was only one Thursday I had off. I'm in on Thursday. I'm in all week.
Oh.
This week.
And of course, blooming football, isn't it?
Yeah, football tonight, football tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad Manchester United are getting beaten. Because I'm an Arsenal fan.
Well, I bet. Betty, listen, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Cheers, love.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, there we go. 0870 90 90 973. It's nearly 20 to 10. It's nearly home time. It's nearly Wednesday, which means it's nearly the weekend. Just dig that moment in your heads. Roger's in the Rochester.
Hi, Ian, just hold on a second. Just let me get the cat off the keyboard. What is it about cats, Ian? No matter how much space you've got, they always come and sit on the thing that you're currently using.
My cat doesn't sit on the keyboard, but she does. If I'm at my desk, she'll come and stand or sit directly in between me and the keyboard, so I've got to try and reach round her. Her latest thing is I'll be in bed, right, on my back, with my head propped up, reading a magazine, okay, in bed, and she'll come and sit sort of under my neck in front of the magazine, so I can't read. It's like, well, get out of the way, and you push her off, and she comes back. Or you put the magazine right up close to your eyes, but she still comes and pushes her way in. It's unbelievable.
They just don't like not being the centre of attention, do they?
They don't. And she was biting my toes this morning at 7:30, and she's not done that for a long time. And I'm good mind to boot her in the face, little.
Oh, you can do without having your toes bitten.
You certainly can.
Hang on a sec. It's all happening tonight, isn't it? Sorry, that was a text message. You said you were up in your mother's loft.
Yes.
Is it full of things from your youth up there?
I found my A-level revision notes for Anthony and Cleopatra. I spent as much time reading them today as I did when I was doing my A-levels. Just a cursory glance. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. There's like a stereo I had when I was about 15, and there's like a chemistry set. There's stack loads of booze up there, like loads of like scotch and stuff. I don't quite know what that's doing up there.
You've got a much better loft than my parents.
What's in your parents' loft?
Well, I helped my dad clear it out fairly recently,
Right.
and I just found loads of stuff from when I was a kid. So I found loads of I Spy books. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, they were good, yeah.
How were they? I mean, just going around spotting Austin princesses because they were the top of the range car.
Wait, so you cleared everything out? Did you throw everything away?
Oh, no. It's all gone straight to eBay. Because,
Oh, well, okay, yes, of course, yes. The 21st century equivalent of the skip is eBay.
But there is one thing that is not going on eBay. It's going to be treasured. It's like the 1970s equivalent of the Wii. It is the Raving Bonkers boxing game. Do you remember that?
Without wishing to get too Andy Crane, that does ring a bell. Is it? Is that the thing where you just press a button and these two things punch each other?
Yeah, you had the two buttons, and the two figures would sort of have mechanical arms that box, and if you got them under the chin, their heads would come up on sort of like springs and stuff.
Oh.
It was by today's standards, the youth of today would just sneer at it, but for our generation, if you had one of those, it was the dog's nadgers.
I'm having a little look on the Raving Bonkers boxing. Hang on a second, let's have a little look.
It's like, the last day of term when you could bring in games to school.
Yeah, oh, yeah, of course. It's not coming... Is it called Raving Bonkers?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, it's probably been repackaged under some other name since then, but it was very popular. The other one that was a real status symbol game, if you had this at the end of term, was Tank Command. Do you remember Tank Command?
I'm guessing you're about 41.
Nearly, yeah.
Yeah, you're a little bit older than me, so I was. I'm vaguely aware of what you're talking about, but it's just. By the time I was, like 9, 10, 11, it was computers and spectrums and stuff like that. So,
indeed, very much.
I missed out on that. But is your loft full of all that horrible?
Oh, the fiberglass.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's glass fibre. You have to be really careful about that, Ian. If you've got some of it on your personage, don't scratch it, because what happens is the little glass filaments will end up going into your skin. It's very painful. You need to, I don't know, get someone to run a Hoover over you.
Yeah, well, strangely enough, I'm actually getting that done tomorrow night.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm paying a lady to do that and other personal services, so that should be fun.
That's great.
Roger, listen, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
There we go, good lad. I'm in a dilemma. I need to clear out the loft at some point. I'm just going to take it to the dump, a lot of it. Apart from, saying that, do I really want to keep my Anthony and Cleopatra A-level revision notes? I chucked out a load of school stuff years ago, when I was 18, 19, 20, when you think, hey, man, I don't want to know about this. And I wish I'd kept some of it, but I don't know. Oh, Julie, sorry, we just caught you clearing your throat.
Yeah, I know. I've got a bit of a cold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to talk to you about something in a minute, Prison Break.
Yes.
But first, do you like Three Non-Blondes?
The comedy programme? Not massively, but I really fancy one of the girls in it.
Oh, I think they're really good. Anyway,
Yes.
When the doctor comes in from Prison Break,
Yeah.
are we allowed to ring up and ask her some questions?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I want all the dirt on Wentworth Miller.
Oh, you're not just going to phone up and be all pervy and sleazy, are you?
Oh, God.
Well, Chris, I'm not doing it. Tell us and the listener when she's coming in.
She's coming in on Monday the 30th.
The 30th now.
But I did actually say it was going to be Thursday. It was my mistake.
Thank you.
I'm saying this because I want a job on Super Soccer.
Well, you can't actually have that job now. I've given it away to Weird Denise. And what time will she be coming in?
Between 7 and past.
And is this definitely confirmed?
This is confirmed.
OK, well, there we go. Well, she's coming in on Monday, Julie.
Do you want to hear something really interesting?
What, you want a job on Super Soccer?
No, my cats are called Thelma and Louise.
Right, and where's the interesting bit of that?
It is interesting, isn't it?
No.
Can I say just one more thing?
Is it as dull as that?
Please.
If they've driven off over the cliff in a car, I'd be interested.
If there's anyone out there with kittens and they're more than 5 months...
Oh, I'm sorry, we missed that. It's Weird Denise.
Would you like a punch in the nose?
How about a punch in the arm or the leg?
I have a bone to pick with you.
OK, well, can we wait till after the travel?
OK.
Excellent. God, blimey, fruitcake's going to pick my bone. Oh, I didn't mean it so like that. That sounded absolutely vulgar, and I didn't mean that at all. I meant, oh, jeez. Oh, God. Can we go to travel early, please? I'm actually going to get in trouble for that now, Amanda.
You're going to get in trouble?
You weren't listening, were you?
To what?
No,
I did. You said something about she's going to do something. Yeah.
Yeah, do the roads.
Yeah. All right, then. M25, and that's still blocked, I'm afraid, to anti-clockwise traffic on the northern stretch because of an accident between junction 24 at Potters Bar and junction 23 at South Mims. Already, I'm afraid, delays of over half an hour back from junction 25 at the A10. Not nice for this time of night. Also to the north of town, it's busy around Finsbury Park with that incident we had in this evening's rush hour. Still blocking off Blackstock Road both ways between Ambler Road and Rock Street, so the buses there remain on diversion. Heading down to the south of town now and in Kingston, there's a contraflow on Wheatfield Way both ways between Kingshall Road and Orchard Road, and also closing Brook Road as well. And again, that's because of a crash that's been there for a few hours now as well. Don't forget, if you spot any problems on the road, you can call us on the jam line 08000 68 60 80. On the tube, still delays on the Northern and Piccadilly lines, and the overground trains are running well. LBC 97.3 travel, there's more throughout the night.
Listen again to your favourite shows on LBC. Log on to lbc.co.uk and go to LBC Plus. Click and listen for free to LBC Bite Size, or enter the world of LBC from just £2 a month. Then access the archive so you can listen to all your favourite shows in full, uninterrupted. And there's loads of special features you won't hear on the radio. LBC Plus. Just click and listen again.
I don't know how to draw up blueprints for an extension, but I do know how to set up Bluetooth for you. I couldn't tell you how deep the foundation should go down, but I can tell you which are the best mobile upgrades. I wouldn't know where to start with all those dimensions. But I do know checking your emails on the move with a BlackBerry will help you finish early. I don't know how to do your job, but I do know how I can help you get on with your business, which is why you're the architect, and I'm an O2 business specialist.
Now available in O2 shops or on 0800 432 0202. It's your business. See what you can do. O2.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Okie dokie, doggy daddy. Right. Yes, Weird Denise, go on. Oh, hang on, I've got to do this, sorry. It's How Low every day this week, and we're giving you the chance to bag one of our brilliant Dell laptops. Now, remember, you've only got until 11:30pm tonight to get your bids in. Don't forget, the lowest unique bid wins the auction in How Low. The lowest bid in pence unmatched by any other player by the end of the auction. To bid, text the letters LBC, then your bid in pence, I'm trying not to belch, to 88821. Hit the disclaimer from Nigel.
Helen, you got to hit the disclaimer from Nigel.
Oh.
When I say that.
Bidders must be over 16. Bids cost £1.50. Standard network rate applies and do have a limited number of bids. See lbc.co.uk for full terms and conditions.
Yeah, so don't worry. We've had a long weekend. Right, yes.
Me?
Yes.
I don't know. Weird, spooky, creepy.
Just make some of the many words I use to describe you. Yes.
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 And yet,
yes.
some while ago, I heard you say there's a wooden headstone in your mother's attic.
Yeah.
How creepy is that?
Yeah, I didn't put it there. My dad did, and he's a freak. Don't try and drag me down to your creepy level.
I'm not creepy. And the other thing is,
No.
I just...
There are kids now listening in their bed, crying, pulling out their little earpieces, going, I don't want to listen to that anymore, Mum!
And one other thing I want to clear up with you.
Yes.
An incident with this awful person, Verinda.
No, that's not very nice, is it?
Well, what he said...
That's not very nice to say that awful person, Verinda.
Well, I'm entitled to my opinion.
Yeah, but that's quite a big statement, especially when you phoned up to say stop calling me Weird Denise, and then you say
yeah,
that awful...
weird, creepy, spooky. You keep calling. That goes before my name all the time.
Well, it says Weird Denise on the screen, so that's how we know who you are. But you gotta call...
How do you make...
Don't call Verinda awful. Call him a muppet.
All right, a muppet.
Yeah, okay. Well, go. I can't disagree with that. That's...
All right, I got called. Asked. I got told. All right, just let me clear this up with you once and for all. 'Cause
Once and
it's
for
been
all.
playing on my mind.
Okay.
Right. I'm being accused of fancying you.
Right. Who's done
Being
that?
in love with you.
Who's done that?
Verinda.
Okay. Well, I don't.
And you.
Okay. Right.
Right. No.
Okay.
Answer. No.
Well, that's that cleared up then.
Do not. Never.
It's a shame because I think you sound quite hot.
Never ever will I be fancying you.
That's a shame because you sound delightful.
Well, creepy, spooky.
Yeah, those things get me hot.
Well, then I'm not the one.
No, that's a shame. Never mind.
I'm not in love with you. I don't fancy you.
That's a
and
relief.
never ever will do.
Well, that's a great relief, Denise. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night. There we go. Well, that's that cleared up. Oh, hang on a second. Raid alert. Tomorrow, can we get Nigel to record a raid alert for us, Chris?
Yes.
Okay, right, jot that down, 'cause that'd be good. James from
Iain, my boy.
Wales. Are you going to raid us?
Well, yeah, I think, yeah, go on then.
What do I need to do?
All you need to do is you just need to start a conversation.
Okay. Hi, good evening.
Oh, you right? Hello, Iain. So, do you know anyone with diabetes?
No.
You don't? I know several people with diabetes. Yeah, but it's rather,
yeah.
They're boring.
Yeah. Well, James, thanks very much. Another successful raid from James in Wales. Superb. Tam's in Bolton.
Hello, Matt. Oh, hello, Iain.
What? Who's Matt?
Right, my mum's on the phone. No one wants to, anybody who rings as a kid, you get grief from your mum. Why are you ringing the radio station? Racking up my phone bill.
He said racking up the phone bill there. He said racking up the phone bill, though I would like to listen to that back later on. Why? Who's Matt, though?
Oh, well, that was the fake name I put, so she didn't know that I was saying hello, Iain.
But you're Tam.
Yeah? I'm Tam. You're Iain.
Who's Matt?
Matt's a friend of mine.
Well, where is he? You're pretending that you're talking to Matt?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Which is a bit sad. I was listening on the radio.
So your mum doesn't know that you're on the radio now? And you actually lied to her about who you're speaking to?
Well, she knows though.
That's messed up, man. That is messed up. Seriously, that is messed up. You're going to be in therapy in 10 years' time, mate. Seriously, let's jump to the future. 10 years from now, you're 18, are you?
Yeah.
Let's say 15 years from now, you are going to be on your back on a therapist's couch, and you are going to be talking about this very phone call.
Not this
I guarantee it. And you're going to say, do you know, I remember it as if it were yesterday.
Yeah. What I was going to say was, do you know £65 million, since pennies were invented, £65 million worth of...
It's down the side of settees and the side of...
away.
Yes, I know, because Philip called in and told us that about 2 hours ago.
That's a bit of a shame.
No one's called in to say that a man rushed into a pizza restaurant at some point this week and cut his penis off.
What?
Yeah, I've had so many emails about... In fact, right, hang on a minute. Let me find...
Talking about top penises, the man who ate his lover was on More 4 earlier on this week. You know that German guy who ate...
Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute.
Freaky.
Let me find this... Oh, where is this email? Hang on a minute, because I've had loads of emails about it, but stay there. Here we go. Don't order the sausages. A man. I've had loads of these. A man chopped off. It's time for old lady news. Pete, it's time for Winkle news.
Hey.
Have we got a jingle for that? No. A man chopped off his penis with a knife in front of horrified diners at a busy central London restaurant. Police were called to Zizi in the Strand after reports of a man in possession of a knife. Sales rep Stuart McMahon, who was eating at the restaurant with his girlfriend, told The Sun, "This guy came running in, then charged into the kitchen, got a massive knife and started waving it about. Everyone was screaming and running as he jumped on a table, dropped his trousers and popped his penis out. Then he cut it off. I couldn't believe it. And that is penis news."
Hey.
There we go. That's what we should have done in the draft.
Isn't that? Sleep now.
Yeah, well, it's put me off.
Serious. You okay?
And loads of people have sent me this in. I've had about a dozen emails with that story. Now, I don't know why the listener would think I would be interested in that story, but thank you very much.
You're a bit of a freaky individual.
Thank you, Tam. You've got 15 seconds.
Okay. Stop. Put a message to stop.
Oh, actually, I'm going to steal those 15 seconds for you, and we're going to have those adverts just a little bit early.
Tired of being awake right now? Unable to drift back to sleep on a regular basis?
You don't have to have insomnia to know how lack of good sleep can impact on your work, your life, and your relationships.
It can zap the energy out of you and cause longer-term health problems. You don't have to suffer anymore.
Help take back control of your sleep now with this remarkable self-hypnotic program.
This program could help to gently coach you back to deep, refreshing sleep each and every night. Order your MP3 download or CD today by simply logging on to mymindworks.co.uk. That's mymindworks.co.uk.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
OK, let's do it. Andy, the West Drayton.
Hello, mate, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, I've got a...
Oh, hang on a second. How long is the montage? If indeed there is one, it doesn't matter if there isn't. 1 minute 13, thank you very much. OK. Yes, Andy?
Hello, mate. Right, just got a little bit of a problem with a job I've been offered.
Uh-oh. It's not as a hitman, is it?
No.
OK.
It's
pays well, but morally very corrupt.
Eh?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no. It's quite a well-known sweet-type making factory.
OK, don't mention them.
In a little town.
Don't say what town it is.
Close to home.
OK, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Only thing is, I'll be sort of packing up the sweets and that sort of thing.
And you're a big fat chuffer, and you can't resist putting them in your gob.
Well, there is that as well.
Yeah.
No, what it is mostly I would be packing up. I don't know what the sweet's called, but it's going to be the fudge and that sort of thing. But
you're okay, yes. Oh God.
Does that then make me, or my job title, a fudge packer?
Yeah. Anna Rayburn!
Oh, hello, lovey. It's fantastic to speak to you. Absolutely glorious. I can't believe I've actually got you through on the air. It's absolutely...
Is this Anna Rayburn or that who's that woman? Is this Claire Rayner?
No, I don't know. I've mixed the pair of them up. I don't know, but it's absolutely fantastic. How are you anyway, lovey?
Superb,
okay?
Anna. I've not seen you for a long, long time. And
I know. I've been very, very busy. How are you? I hear your hair's getting long.
I just had it cut on Friday.
Oh, fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic, lovely. Now, listen, don't you worry. You've got plenty of people there. We can all support you.
Right.
We're all here. This is what it's all about.
Yes.
We've got the numbers. I'm going to give them out in a moment. If you wait. No, don't interrupt. 1 second. I'm going to get the numbers out there. This is what I'm all about.
I tell you, Anna, while you're getting those numbers out, I'm going to quickly say line 1, you're on the wireless.
Time for the medication.
I need some medication, actually. Thank you. That's absolutely fantastic. Now, listen, while we're thinking about medication, if we can all just relax for a second and remember where we was last week, this time last week.
Yes.
And this is what I try and do. Take myself back.
Yeah.
And relax.
Yes.
And relax. And when we're thinking about it, just remember, something picturesque in your mind.
Yeah, like a picture.
Now, float away.
Yes.
And then you're... I'm saying to you, listeners, I've only been here for 18 months, but I'm just trying to say to you, just grab the moment and drive with it. Drive with it.
Yeah, okay. Look, what the hell was that all about? Anyway, if you missed the show tonight, it sounded something like this. So your mates, when you play football with them, they put you in goal, and then they get you to ride your bike and crash into people because you know people won't have a go at you because...
He's blind.
Because he's blind.
I like the mushy peas.
Oh, my God.
The mushy peas. I like mushy peas as well.
I like Mushvik's peas. Your nickname is Mushy. Spell out soccer.
Soccor.
Rising and the whole world's gonna be mine.
It sounded like a gay lady Elvis on helium. So that sounded like.
You get free.
You have to have been on a television show that wasn't that popular at the time, but people look back quite fondly and launched the careers of two of the world's most famous comedians about 6 years ago.
And what was that show?
I don't remember.
Is it Yellow?
There's loads of it, and because she had it done like maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago, so it's all like loose and everywhere. I've got it all down my back, so I've got really itchy back. And then you make the noise. Space Invaders. Remember it?
Boot.
Wow!
Wait. Do you want to hear something really interesting?
What, you want a job on Super Soccer?
No, my cats are called Thelma and Louise.
She said that as though it were a genuinely interesting thing, and that was it. That was the end of that story. OK, that wasn't a bad show. Back tomorrow at 7. Clive Ball's up next. I have nothing else to say.
FM, on DAB, and online. This is LBC 97.3.
A 10 knife attack in North London, justice sought for murdered Sevenoaks hostess, and United fans go loony for Rooney after last gasp winner at Old Trafford. It's 10 o'clock, I'm Holly Holland. An investigation's begun into the stabbing of a man in Finsbury Park. The victim, who's in his 20s, suffered knife wounds during an assault in Blackstock Road just before 6 o'clock. He's recovering in hospital. A judge in Tokyo has ruled there's insufficient evidence to convict a man over the murder of hostess Lucy Blackman from Sevenoaks. But Joji Obara will serve life for a series of rapes on multinational women and the murder of an Australian. Lucy's mother says she's heartbroken while her father's expressed bitter disappointment. Her sister Sophie tells us the legal battle will go on.
It's already been a quarter of my life that I've been fighting for the justice for Lucy. And here we are today, and again we're facing years and years of legal battles. It's just so disheartening.
Virgin Atlantic is set to become the first commercial airline in the world to use biofuel to power its planes. The airline has teamed up with two of the biggest names in the aerospace business to design a biofuel that can be used by commercial aircraft. Speaking exclusively to LBC, boss Sir Richard Branson told us how likely it is to have an impact.
If successful, and we're pretty convinced that this time next year we'll have a 747 in the sky as an experimental plane powered by biofuels. That will not emit any negative carbon output at all. So if we can pull that off, and then if one can produce enough biofuels, then there's a good future ahead.
A top counter-terrorist police officer from the Met is warning a breakdown in public trust could undermine efforts to prevent extremist attacks. Assistant Commissioner Peter Clark says early arrests based on intelligence are essential to stopping atrocities. But he says when charges don't follow, communities and the media fail to give police the benefit of the doubt. The coroner in charge of the Princess Diana inquest is stepping down. Lady Butler-Sloss says that she lacks the experience to deal with an inquest with a jury. She'll be replaced in June by Lord Justice Scott Baker, the third person to take charge of the hearing. Joshua Rosenberg is the legal editor of the Daily Telegraph. He says a lot of people were surprised she took it on in the first place.
She had served as a judge for an unprecedented 35 years. She'd already been retired for a year or two. She's 73 now. And I suspect that she thought this was going to be a fairly short, sharp inquest.
In sport, Manchester United came from behind to beat AC Milan 3-2 in the first leg of their Champions League semi-final at Old Trafford. Wayne Rooney netted a last-gasp winner in added time to secure victory. In travel news, the M25 has reopened to anti-clockwise traffic between Junction 24 Potters Bar and Junction 23 South Mims. The crash is cleared.